he's interviewing this guy, or the guy's on his podcast, and they're talking about Jeffrey Epstein. And he's like, Jeff Epstein, yeah, the financier? He's a good friend of mine.
If something happened...
Trump said that?
No.
It's a meme.
I'm asking,
you got to go watch it.
asking
Go
questions, bro. I don't know what you're talking about. My fault.
Go search Conan.
Conan is on Conan? Just send it to the future. I don't know what y'all talking about.
Man.
I'm 38, dog. I got
All
5
right,
kids,
Unc.
yo.
Okay, we'll
I'm in
send it to you
basketball
before you go to bed at 6:30. From the creators of the legendary MD 2020, the original name and high flavor, high alcohol beverages with those unmistakable vibrant colors and iconic flask bottles, Mad Dog by MD 2020 brings the party with 15% ABV in a portable can that tastes incredible, delicious flavor that doesn't sacrifice on drinkability. We had this was this here last Tuesday? Our Mad Dog sign?
Yes.
Okay. Well, so it's the second week that it's been here, this awesome 6 sign that we've got right here. We still have all the flavors right here, the Bling Bling Blue Raz, the Margarita, the Spiked Strawberry, all of it. It's great. Drinking it all summer, which is slowly, or I guess quickly, slipping away as we enter the latter portion of July. But you can still enjoy it for the rest of the summer and the rest of the year. MD 2020 just got more convenient. Grab a Mad Dog by MD 2020 and experience why we've been fueling good times for generations. Look for Mad Dog by MD 2020 in your local stores and at drinkmd2020.com now. Must be 21 or older to purchase. And I thought I had one more thing to say about Mad Dog by MD 2020, but I'm not quite sure what it is yet. I'm just waiting. And you know, I do have it now. I apologize for missing a few shows on Pardon My Take trips the last couple weeks. I still love you all very much. But the good news is this summer I've had so much time to drink Mad Dog. And that's what I was going to say once I recalled.
Welcome back to Macrodosing. It is Tuesday. It's July 15th. The last day of Jaloon. Smoke them if you got them. Bottoms up for Jaloon.
What does that mean?
What a great month it was. It's Donnie's concept of June 15th through July 15th. The best month of the year.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Why are we splicing those 2 months?
He just thinks that that's the superior month to either June or July.
I agree.
Late June, early July. That's the best 31 day span.
Got you. Okay. Yeah. Shout out to Jaloon.
Jaloon, yeah. And Arian's got his coffee right now, looking good.
Mm-hmm.
I can tell when you took that first sip, you were bright-eyed and bushy-tailed.
Just crack cocaine. It's just amazing. Oh, we swept the Washington Nationals. Me and PFT had a bet, for those that don't know. Me and PFT had a bet, same bet I have with my homeboys all the time. 100 push-ups on call whenever I need them. That's when I need them. And I'm feeling like you got to give me 5 right now.
I thought you might ask me.
I was going to say, do we think they should all have to be on the show?
No, because I want this to affect his personal life.
Yeah, you know what the worst part of this bet is?
Tell me.
All day yesterday, I kept thinking Arian's going to call me in a second and ask me for 10 push-ups.
That's what it is. That phantom.
Yeah.
God damn it.
Psychological.
That actually is that's way worse punishment than it's the torture.
Make sure he locks him out, Big T. Make sure he locks him out.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They were good.
Okay. Love that. All right, 95 to go, baby.
5% done.
95. And it was a sweep too. It wasn't even close.
It wasn't close. Well, the third game was extra close, and then there was a rally in the last in the ninth. I'm sorry, the eighth.
Yep.
That was crazy.
It didn't even matter though, because you had already won the series.
That's true. But for sweeps purposes,
you should have put a provision for a sweep in there.
I didn't. I mean, I this is what I thought. We was going in, I think, what was it, 4-0? Like we were on a 4-game run. I was like, there's no way we're gonna, you know what I'm saying? Like it's baseball, you know what I'm saying? We're on a 7-game run right now. So I didn't think that was gonna happen. And it did. So
you guys didn't want to take the All-Star break. Came at a bad time.
It did. It's a beautiful time. It's a beautiful time to be a Brewers fan. I think I've read somewhere that this is the best record the Brewers have ever had going into the All-Star break.
The most wins. I don't know. They may have, because each year it's different how many games they've played, so they may have had a better like winning percentage or whatever, but it was the most wins.
Sure, most wins, which, hey, it's good. It's a good year to be a Brewers fan. What can I say, man? You know what I mean?
Do you know about the Trump Sox?
I don't. Do I want
The
to?
Red Sox are on a 10-game winning streak since they saw Trump, and their fans are really leaning into it.
Oh, my brother's a Sox fan. I gotta tell him.
Yeah, no, they've been on fire.
Who are you more loyal to, dog? Your baseball team or your politics?
There's also the saga of the Harbaugh brothers going to the White House, meeting with President Trump. Do you think that Trump brought up the kickoff rule to them?
Wait, this was recent?
Yeah, last week.
Oh, I didn't see that.
Yeah, both Harbaugh brothers visited the White House. And I'm sure that Trump brought up the kickoff rule. Because that's the thing that he loves to talk about with the NFL.
Are they on the competition committee?
They, John might be. I don't think Jim is. But Jim's old player, Sam Schwartzstein, recurring guest and part of my take, he's the one that invented the new kickoff while he was at the XFL when they did that. So I'm wondering what kind of conversation Jim had with Trump about the kickoff, and if Jim was like, yeah, my old center actually made that rule. He was a dork.
Yeah, could be.
I don't know. So thoughts and prayers to Sam, because Sam will be just like casually paying attention to politics, or he'll be watching the NFL while Trump is at the game or being interviewed about the game. And he always gets direct shots from Trump, even though Trump doesn't even know that he's like insulting Sam's baby that he invented. But it's the only thing that Trump cares about when it comes to the NFL is like they ruined the kickoff.
Did you see him at the soccer game yesterday?
I did not see that, no.
Oh, so it was the Club World Cup final between Chelsea and PSG. Chelsea kicked the shit out of him. And he was on the stage, I think supposed to be on the stage for prior to the trophy ceremony. And then they tried to like usher him off, and he was like, no, I'm staying. So then they handed Chelsea the trophy, and they're celebrating, and Trump's just right there with them.
Love it.
Yeah.
Big sports fan.
Cole Palmer, who is known to not be an intellectual, we'll say he's Chelsea's best player. They interviewed him about it afterwards. He was remarkably confused.
What did he say?
He was just like, you have to watch him say it because the way he speaks is just incredible. But he was basically like, I didn't understand why he was still there. And they started celebrating, and he just kind of goes, oh, yeah, he didn't know they were starting because Trump was still there.
That's funny.
Yeah.
The man loves sports.
Yeah, he does. Someone interviewed him and asked who his soccer GOAT was. He gave a very detailed answer about Pele.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Pele's a good player. Good player. I would say Messi or Maradona. Because everything Messi did, Maradona did. But Maradona did it on cocaine.
Sure.
Pretty impressive.
Messi did it against better competition, and better, though.
Better competition, yes. I'll give you that. But also cocaine.
Sure.
I don't think he would have had half the career he had if he ingested the substances that Maradona had.
That's an interesting point.
Think about it. Where do we want to start today? There's a lot going on in the world. We've got some Epstein news and fallout.
Well, do we? I mean, we know
more fallout.
Yeah,
it's mostly the fallout.
The news is that there will never be news.
We've got PFT's Plane Corner as they release the interim report for the Air India crash. Remember that one?
Oh, I didn't see that.
Yeah, the interim report.
Why don't we go there?
You want to go there?
Yeah.
Right off the bat? Okay. So the bottom line is we don't officially know anything yet, but we've got some clues that can point us in the direction of what happened. So the Air India flight that took off on June 12th, 2025 was a 787 Dreamliner. Very new plane. It has never had a crash. It's had some incidents before, but they've never lost an entire plane. This is the very first one. So it took off at Ahmedabad going to Gatwick. It was a cross-continental flight, trans-Pacific, not trans-Pacific, trans-Asian, trans-European flight. And it took off about 39 seconds after it crashed 39 seconds after takeoff, and it crashed into like a highly residential neighborhood. Everybody on board except for one very lucky guy, ended up passing away, unfortunately. But they released the first report. So there's a lot of stuff that they talk about in this report. I did actually read the entire report. It's only 15 pages. You can find it online. But what it comes down to is that the fuel switches were cut off at some point on the flight. And there's 2 fuel switches for each engine right below the throttle. And each one was cut off just seconds after it lifted off the ground. And then the 2 switches were cut on as the plane was descending, but the engines didn't get up to speed in time for it to generate enough lift to take off again. So They looked into the data, and they showed exactly when they were cut off. They were cut off about approximately 1 second after the other. So it was like left engine off, right engine off. And then maybe 15 seconds later, left engine on, right engine fuel on. So when you cut the fuel switch, it kills the engines because obviously you have to have fuel running through the engines for them to move and to spin and to generate thrust and for that thrust to generate lift. So they were both cut off. And then at one point, one of the pilots says to the other, "Why did you hit the cutoff?" And the other pilot says, "I did no such thing." And then that's all that we know for right now.
So it was intentional.
There's like really three things it could be. One, the switches malfunctioned, which is very, very unlikely. Two, they were cut off unintentionally, and it was somebody that made a terrible mistake. And then three, they were cut off intentionally.
Unintentionally to do it to both, though, would be remarkably...
It would be remarkably hard to do, especially the way these switches, I got deep into it. The way that these switches are constructed, because they're so important to the plane flying, you have to pull them out and then pull them down and then release them. So it's like a spring-loaded thing that you have to do like two separate actions. So you can't, ideally, you shouldn't be able to hit them or step on them or hit them with your knee when you're getting out of your seat and have them flip. That's like, it's in the design to protect against that. So more than likely, it seems it was done intentionally.
Okay, so that leads me to another question. The what was the airline, the plane that crashed into the ocean?
Malaysian.
Yeah. That one was concluded to be more likely than not intentional as well, right?
Yes.
So then it seems to me that, like, probably the most dangerous issue plaguing air travel is pilots just killing everybody on purpose.
There was also the Germanwings plane that crashed into the Alps, and that was intentional too. But yeah,
so every time you get on a plane, there's just a pilot who might decide to kill you.
That's the thing. There are certain parts of a flight where a pilot, if they had a death wish, could just kill everybody on board, including themselves. So I don't know.
I'm gonna go on record. Don't love that.
That's not a good thing. So have you seen the Nathan Fielder the rehearsal this season?
That's another thing that I've opted out of. I've seen everything around it. I know what happened, but I've not seen it.
Okay, it's actually a very interesting show, and it's crazy. It's insane. What Nathan Fielder ends up doing is he gets really into reading up on air crash investigations, and then he comes to the conclusion that the most dangerous part of air travel is not like you were saying at first, which is like suicidal pilots or pilots with mental health issues, but he thinks the most dangerous aspect is pilot communication. So if you have one guy that's in charge, and then you have another guy that's the co-pilot, the co-pilot's not always comfortable speaking their mind about a situation they might be figuring out from whatever's going on the flight because they don't want to like ruffle any feathers, or they might say something and the pilot tells them no, everything's fine, and then they just shut up and they keep their concerns to themselves. That's kind of the
fuck.
Well, it's just like an interpersonal relationship, like any other dynamic that you might have.
No, it's not. If I don't get along with my girl, 300 people don't die.
Right. No, the consequences are much bigger for sure. But he's saying that the common like miscommunications that we see are just like any other situation in life where one person's in a position of authority and the other person is in a submissive position. So, but in an airplane, when you have those miscommunications, the stakes are incredibly high. But what happens throughout the course of that TV show, that season, is that he realizes that there is like a big mental health issue with pilots, and it's true. And I don't know if it's true any more so with pilots than it would be for podcasters or fast food employees or race car drivers or teachers or anybody else. But the difference with pilot mental health is that in order to maintain your license to fly a plane and your job, you're not allowed to say that you're visiting a therapist, that you're speaking to a therapist, that you're dealing with any sort of mental health training.
That should be mandatory. You should mandatorily visit a therapist.
Yeah. So here's the thing.
By the airplane company.
Yeah. Here's the thing. Like pilots have mental health issues like anybody else. But the difference is that if a pilot is under a lot of stress and they have suicidal thoughts or suicidal ideation, they can end up taking down hundreds of people with them. But they don't want to ever report that, because if you say, hey, I'm talking to a therapist, then they take away your license. So the idea is they don't want people with mental health issues flying planes. And I see that point of view, right? Like, but the fact of the matter is,
everybody has mental health problems.
Everybody is going to have them. And if you're a pilot and you're having some mental health issues, what are you going to do? Are you going to just lie and say, like, I'm fine? Because you know that if you see a therapist, then they'll take your job away. I think that happens all the time.
That's ass backwards. Their logic is skewed. They're testing to see if you're able to operate the plane. That should be the bar. You know what I mean? That should be your the test to get in, not are you depressed?
Yeah, so I agree with you. I think the best solution to everything is mandatory mental health counseling for every single pilot.
How is that not $1 million job? Like the amount of like pressure on them is insane.
Yeah, it's a lot. And pilots at like small airlines, they don't get paid anything. You have to work your way up.
Tell you what, man, we keep paying all these goddamn athletes all this money.
That's right.
And we don't pay the pilots and the teachers enough. This is ridiculous.
I agree, Arian. I agree big time. I want LeBron James, he should opt out of his contract and say, I don't deserve the $52 million. I think that you could hire 190 teachers, 200 firefighters, and 400 police officers. Give the money to them instead.
The world would be a better place.
Yeah. So we don't know what happened with these pilots. Also, I was thinking through the scenario, and it's like a fucked up situation that happened if it was done intentionally. Because there's like two ways that could have played out, right? There could be one where the pilot notices out of the corner of his eye on takeoff that the other guy just hit the fuel cut switches. And then he looks at him, he's like, why did you hit those? And then the other pilot goes, I didn't. And like lies to him. And then the first pilot is like, oh shit, this guy's trying to kill all of us. And then he tries to save the plane, doesn't work out, everybody dies. Bad situation.
Wild.
Other situation...
I'm about to get on a plane, cause
the other situation is the guy that hit the cutoff switches knew that they were being recorded and was trying to, whether it's like protect his life insurance policy or make sure that his family doesn't realize that he's the one that did this. The pilot cuts the switches, and then after he does that, he looks at the other guy and goes, why'd you just turn those off? And then the other pilot's like, I didn't turn them off. What do you mean? And then, oh shit, you turned them off.
Would he not have said that though?
I think in the stress of that situation, as you're taking off and you're trying to figure out exactly what's going on, you might not say that. Like if you're straight ahead, you just took off, you pulled back, and there's a lot of stuff that you have to handle at takeoff. So you're like making sure that the plane's going up, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. And then you hear the engines go down, and the other guy says, why'd you hit the switches? Your first instinct might not be to like directly accuse the guy.
No, but if you look down and they're off and you know you didn't do it, you'd be like, well, what the hell? The only other person in here.
Yeah, so he goes, I didn't do it. So that it is a possibility. And then there might be other things that were said, but those are the only two lines that they said in the report so far. Also,
is that you may or may not have answered this, but they had a black box, right?
Yep.
And that's just what they got from the black box.
You get two things. You get the conversation in the cockpit, and then you also get all the data from the plane. So it monitors like every system, and it shows what the engines were set at, when the switches were hit. So you get a combination of those two things, and you kind of piece together what happened. Also, there should be cameras in the cockpit, right?
Yeah, why aren't there?
That would have solved that. I don't know. The trains have cameras up at where the conductors go, whatever you call that.
I'm trying to think. Yeah.
So the pilot union, I think, fights against that because nobody wants to be recorded at their job all the time.
I'm thinking about the human side of it. Like what if I want to scratch my balls and you know what I'm saying? Like it's,
right.
But no one ever sees that, assuming the plane just does what it's supposed to do.
Yeah, you're not wrong.
What if somebody's
I
like,
see both sides. Yeah, I'm the enlightened centrist on this one. I see both sides.
what if someone's going through the data and they're like, after a flight, whoever's in charge of like the cameras, they're just like, let's see what they were up to. Oh, dude, he picked his nose. Let's put this out online.
Or like, I know a lot of
suck.
times, like, do pilots ever take naps? I'm sure one or two does every now and then. Because
if they do, I want them to not be a pilot
see
anymore.
what I'm saying? See what I'm saying? This is what I'm saying.
Is that unreasonable?
Pilots get sleepy just like anybody else.
Hold on. Correct me if I could be wrong, PFT, but from my understanding, a lot of flying is auto. Like once you're in the air, and when you're in the air, it's kind of just like, yeah, you may take shifts, right? But you'll get some on an 18-hour flight. Like you don't expect, say like, okay, if I got a co-pilot, like, I'm gonna knock out for like 20.
I do think that, well, that's different. I think they do have a set thing for that. But if a guy's just taking a nap on a 3-hour flight, like,
well, see, this is where it could get dicey. Footage comes out of my man's taking a nap, then all of a sudden you're inept. That's where I see both. It's like Trump, you know what I'm saying? It could
but I mean, there are things that when you have certain jobs, you just can't do them. Taking a nap while flying a plane is one of those things. You don't get to do that. If you want to take a nap, you can go get a different job.
I don't disagree. I'm just saying I see both sides. I could see being a pilot and being like, bro, I fly planes all the fucking time. I could take a 20-minute nap and nothing will happen. I could see that side, and I could also see me hitting turbulence and being deathly afraid we're about to die on a metal bird 3,000 miles in the sky and be like, you better wake the fuck up. Like I understand both sides. I get it. Yeah, it's tough.
Big T sleep shaming a little bit, but
a little bit.
Arian's
Listen,
right.
I want the pilots to get as much sleep as humanly possible right before they fly the plane, and then get up, have a nice cup of coffee, well rested, and get on the plane and fly the damn thing. I just don't want them sleeping while they're on it.
They do have on long flights like that. They do have scheduled breaks, and there's usually somebody that fills in for one of the pilots when they go into the like little quarters. And they lay down in there for a little bit, try to get some shut-eye. They do have regulations, too, about how much sleep and how much work you have to have before piloting a plane. So those are, like, very strict regulations. But
federally regulated bumps on a plane.
Yeah. Got to stay alert. Got to stay alert. Now, Arian, if you were to, like, fall asleep in the cockpit while you're flying, I think you would be fired. Or at very least suspended, and they'd look into why you were so sleepy on that flight. Like, did you ever fall asleep during a game?
Not like during, like, no, you can't. But like halftime, I've seen some guys doze off at halftime before.
And what about on the sidelines? Oh, your team's on defense. You're not getting the ball. You guys can't stop a nosebleed. It's a long drive. They're running the football.
Nah, there's too much adrenaline. Like, that's why I say I've seen some guys not off at halftime. But that's rare, But again, I'm not advocating for a pilot sleeping in the air. I'm just saying I could see the argument from a pilot standpoint. Like, dog, I could take a 20. Ain't nothing gonna happen. But also, you have a co-pilot. You know what I'm saying? To be like, hey, fam, get up. We have a Mach 3 turtleneck V stripe on. We gotta hit the regulation.
Yeah, we gotta hit some switches.
But every time you hear switches, I just think of like 90s Snoop. Every time.
Yeah. So there's also a possibility that the switches malfunctioned. And on these switches, there was like a notice that went around in 2018 saying that some of them weren't installed correctly. But it was a thing that you could, it wasn't a mandatory checkup. And it doesn't look like Air India actually did the repairs or anything on this. So, but the way that these switches are, and again, I got so nerdy with this. I got deep into it, found out exactly how the switches work. It is, I would say it's next to impossible to accidentally switch that from running to cut off, and it's next to impossible to do it one right after the other. So I don't know. We will find out more, and they'll release more information in the full report that comes out probably in like a year or two.
So it's fair to say you don't know what the fuck happened right now, as of right now.
We don't know for sure, but you can deduce what might have happened based on the fact that one of the pilots was like, "Why did you hit this cutoff switch?" And both the switches were cut to cut off the fuel.
Damn.
So we can kind of think what might have happened.
Since I was a child, I always wondered, like, if you die, like if there was a God, does he allow like 3, like, all right, you can, any event in history, you can be like, ask me what actually happened, and I'll take you
Yeah.
right there, and you can watch. That shit would be fire, wouldn't it?
What would yours be?
Ooh, I would want to know. That's tough. You just put me on the spot. Okay, off rip, I want to know how the pyramids were built. Pretty sure we know, but I just want to make sure, right? Just make sure, because if it was some alien shit, that would be fire.
When you say pretty sure, what is that?
They had workers round the clock.
Okay.
Yeah. More than likely against their will. I would definitely want to know, like, take me to another alien civilization. Is that a thing? Is there other highly into, like, take me into the school of an alien, or you know what I'm saying? A school, whatever. Like, take me to an alien place. Like, is that
Alien school,
alien political rally where they're, protesting. And then probably I want to know who killed MLK. I want to know who the guy was that pulled the trigger. You know what I'm saying? That's just spitballing off the top of my head. I'm pretty sure I could think of some better ones, but off the top of my head, I would, if Jesus was at the gates and he was like, "All right, you get 3 before I send you down there, fam. Which one you want?" I bet these are the ones.
I'll tell you what I would not use my wish on. The death and resurrection of Jesus Christ. Because if Jesus is at the gates welcoming him, you could figure out, like, oh, that shit went down.
Probably happened, yeah. What if it's another God that we had no lore about, and you like, shit. Well,
Zeus. What if it's Zeus?
What if it's Zeus? And he's like, yo, we try to tell you. I would definitely do the Jesus thing then. I'd be like, yo, take me to him. What was up with him? He's probably just some like random dude who was just cool as shit, or
yeah,
that'd be
the
fun.
coolest guy.
Yeah, sound like a great guy. Sound like a great guy.
No, those are good choices. I'm trying to think what mine would be. I think I'd want to be there November 2020. Find out what happened at the ballot boxes.
Well, which state? You're going to have to use all 3.
Arizona.
Michigan. You're going to want to be in Michigan, too.
I want to know what happened in Arizona.
Okay.
I want to be with Carrie Lake on election night. Yeah.
I want to know the last time Aaron Rodgers spoke to his family.
Oh, wow.
Why don't they talk?
Wow. There's some hate behind that one.
Yeah, there's a little bit.
No, it's just I want to know.
Of all the things in the world.
Yes. No, I swear on my life. That's like the one thing I want to know. Because it was like the whole storyline on The Bachelor when I used to watch it, because his brother was on The Bachelor. And they never say. And like, he hates them so much. They one time sent him Christmas gifts and he sent them back. Like, he could have just thrown them out. But no, he went through all the effort to send them back.
Which, let me say, if you hate your family, which you shouldn't. Well,
I thought you were going to say what you should.
No. That's a baller thing to do.
Send back the presents.
That's kind of incredible.
It's
a
just
dick move.
It's just like shows how much he hates them, because he literally could have just thrown them out and they could
Right,
have thought, he accepted
that's a
it.
real hater.
Yes. Like, that's top tier hatred.
Did he open them?
I don't know. It didn't say.
He opened them. He's like, not my style.
I don't like this.
Yeah.
Yo,
Maybe next year, guys.
I'm unaware of this. What happened? I don't know what y'all talking about.
Oh, we don't know. They'll never tell us.
No, I have no idea the reference. Like, he did what?
He
like doesn't talk to any of his family.
like his 2 other brothers and his mom and dad. And his one brother was on The Bachelorette. And it was like kind of the storyline of his journey on the show, because his brother was Aaron Rodgers, but like they don't talk, so it was like this whole thing.
How long has this been going on?
Like
Long
years.
time.
I mean, the season of that when he was on The Bachelorette was like at least over 5 years ago.
Damn.
Speaking of Aaron Rodgers, Arian, I got a little story to tell you about Aaron. So he was at the golf tournament this weekend.
You spoke to Aaron Rodgers more than his family. That's great.
Out in Tahoe. Probably over the last couple of years, yeah.
For sure.
We didn't interview him this time, but Big Cat had been texting him and ran into him. And Aaron said, "Oh, yeah, my bad. I changed my phone number." And so Big Cat's like, "Oh, okay, cool. Well, I'll just hit you up on that new one." He got Aaron's new phone number from a friend, and the phone number was the exact same phone number that Big Cat had been texting. And Aaron just lied to him and said that he had changed his number. That's why he hadn't gotten back in touch with him. So, but in the meantime, after Big Cat told me, "Hey, the reason why we haven't been in touch with Aaron is because he changed his phone number," I thought it would be funny to then at that point send Aaron Rodgers' number, which I also have, independent from Big Cat. He didn't give it to me, but I have his number. I thought it'd be funny if I sent Aaron's deactivated number to our good friend Jersey Jerry.
No, no.
And then I find out that it's actually still his number. And so now through this course of events, Jersey Jerry has Aaron Rodgers' actual phone number.
That's amazing.
Has he
hit him up?
I told him when I first sent it to him, I was like, be cool. Don't hit him up just yet. But I don't know if he has.
That's incredible.
I wonder if Jerry's not here today, is he? I haven't seen him around.
I haven't seen him.
But yeah, but you know what? That's what Aaron Rodgers gets for lying about changing his number.
Is it?
You used the information you had.
Yeah.
That's mean. That's so mean.
How many texts does someone like Aaron Rodgers get?
Probably a lot.
Like, I do think it's probably pretty easy to just. I mean, he has to have 6,000 unread texts on his phone.
Yeah. He seems like
not
a guy
giving it out like that. Hopefully he's not.
I think he ignores a lot of messages, but I think a lot of people get his number.
I was never at his stature, but like at the height, there was a lot. I switched my number 3 times.
Wow.
I mean, it comes to a point where it's like people you don't know, people you don't remember like that, people you were never cool with. They'll hit you and be like, "Yo, man," and it's weird, shit. A lot of times, people are not like, you don't have like the emotional intelligence to read the room of like, we haven't talked for 15 years. Like, what makes you think I want to give you tickets to this game? Like shit like that. You know what I'm saying? You just don't understand. Like, why would you think that's okay? You know what I mean? I could understand, and to that was just to my level, but his level is probably even more so. I couldn't imagine.
And nobody ever hits you up with like great news.
No, it's
from
never
a stranger,
and it's never something they want to do for you. It's always, what can you do? What can I do for them? Right?
Yeah.
And so you become very desensitized to people's sob stories as well. The DMs be flooded with, "Can you pay my rent?" Or something's going on. Cancer, which some of it pulls on your heartstrings, and you're like, "Nigga, I can't save the world, bro. What you want me to do? I'll be broke if I help everybody out." And so like, it just gets to the point where it's like you just have to ignore all. Usually you have to accept all of it or ignore all of it, and 99.9% of us just ignore all of that shit.
Just ignore it. You think Aaron's going to ignore Jersey Jerry, or you think they might become friends?
He's gonna ignore him.
I don't know. They might be besties.
He might block him.
He's gonna ignore him.
Yeah. Well, we'll see. I told Jerry what I say to him when I sent it to him. I said, "You did not get this from me. I repeat, you did not get this from me. Mm-hmm. Be cool. Wait a little bit to hit him up."
Did you send it with the contact, like with the little tile where it says like Aaron Rodgers?
Yep.
Nice.
Yep. So, hey, listen, I didn't do that until I thought that Aaron changed his number.
How long between doing that and finding out it was still his real number?
Matter of hours.
Okay.
Couple of hours. Yeah.
So you did it as soon as he said that's not my number anymore, you were like, I got to send this to JJ.
Basically, I was like, I got to send this to Jerry. Because Jerry probably would have, he would never have known.
Right.
He would have just kept sending him stuff. And like, Jerry doesn't get deterred if you don't reply to him. He's going to keep chipping away at that tree.
Imagine getting Aaron Rodgers' old phone number, not receiving it in the way Jerry did, like becoming the guy who now has it.
Yeah.
And you're just getting texts from all these people thinking it's Aaron Rodgers. And it's just Ted in Green Bay.
What's up, Cuzzo? It's Pat. Yeah, I don't think Aaron's ever replied to one of my texts. But granted, the only texts I've sent him are like, "Hey, I heard that you're running for vice president. You should do it."
That's funny, man.
All right, what else we got? Oh, by the way, I mean, I would love to talk to Aaron right now about the Epstein stuff. I bet you he's got opinions.
You didn't? Did you? You were with him?
I didn't see him. No, Big Cat saw him this week. Yeah, I
see.
didn't get a chance to bump elbows with him. But I would like to know what Aaron thinks about the Epstein stuff. I bet you he's got some ideas about what's really going on. It sounds like Dan Bongino might be out. Sounds like he quiet quit on Friday. Took a mental health day. Just didn't come into work. So he's not too happy with Pam Bondi or Pam Blondie.
Then do
Laura
something
Loomer
about
calls
it,
her.
dude.
Yeah.
You know?
Wait, is Elon back on the where the file's at?
No, I think he's he's still in the combative stance against the administration.
Got you.
Even though he tried to make nice with them, and then they put out the report where it was like, yeah, it turns out nothing happened, so go about your day. Then I think that set Elon off again, and he started the America Party. I can't wait to see the America Party platform.
It's going to be funny.
Everyone's going to hate it.
It's going to be funny.
Elon strapped himself into a world where, since he owns Twitter and he's got like a bunch of people online that will just parrot everything that he says, he thinks he's extremely popular, and he thinks he's just as popular as Trump is. And he is about to find out that people do not like him or his ideas or his general personality. Because, like, who cares?
What are his ideas? He doesn't really what are his ideas?
His ideas are that he should continue to receive government funding and and taxpayer subsidies, but also poor people should not.
I mean, it's a fair stance to take. I can understand.
That's where Elon falls politically. Elon Musk, I promise you, what he really cares about in politics are making sure that spigot of government money does not stop flowing to him and his mini companies. That's what he really cares about.
Legalized comedy. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, he did. He did bring back comedy.
I was just fixing to tell y'all I've gone to his Twitter page for the first time in a long time. And y'all should go look at this if you haven't seen it. His new thing that today he's done the Tesla robo-taxi app in Austin, Texas, which I guess is like a Waymo type deal, I'm assuming. The geo-fenced area that it's in, he made it look like a dick. So
that rocks.
Isn't that hilarious?
That's fucking awesome.
Yeah. He's like a 12-year-old, dog.
Dude, he's the fucking worst.
Legalize the comedy, yeah.
He's this guy. I'm going to Austin this weekend. I might have to try to get into the Tesla robo-taxi.
You know what it is, bro? This is what it is. He getting older. And I think that, like, when I noticed, like, a lot of cats, he a little older than I am, but when you start to age, you can either accept it or try to convince yourself and others that this is still young. Mm-hmm. Like, I had one of my young boys hit me, right? He's 22, fresh out of college. It's been my little, I've been mentoring him for a while. And he hit me. He's like, man, I'm starting to understand, man, these young kids. He's telling me these young kids. He's talking about like 17-year-olds. He's like, man, they starting to say stuff. And I'm like, what are you talking about? I'm out the loop. And I'm like, dog, that's it. I'm old. Like, it is what it is. I've accepted it. I play golf. I'm a great dad. Like, this is him, like, his little, like, lame-ass memes and shit. It's just him trying to stay hip. You ain't hip no more, dog. You out the loop, cousin. Like, let that shit go. Like, you old, dog. You old. Mm-hmm. Accept that shit. Accept your uncle. He ain't even an uncle. He's a super father, a super baby conductor. This is coming from a super baby conductor.
He's retweeted the image of the geofence area for Tesla robotaxis, I think like 9 times. He thinks, he did one earlier today, said bigger, longer, and uncut cry face. He's such a weird guy. This weird. Also, his Grok kind of got away from him last week.
That's
R.I.P. to Linda Yaccarino. She left, probably unrelated, but the day before she stepped away from the company as CEO, Grok went Nazi. It just went full Nazi, and started referring to itself as Mecha Hitler, and talking about Jewish people controlling everything. And yeah, there was a tweak to Grok's algorithm, or to, I guess you could call it algorithm, to its code. I think Elon just like told Grok, like, hey, be more like the people that reply to me on Twitter.
Could be.
Lean more heavily on their responses. Then it just started going full Nazi. And then he had to be like, oh, I gotta dial back the Nazi switch real quick. So then he did another update to Grok, and then Linda was like, I have to go. I have to leave this company.
Well, it's so funny because it's like they originally programmed to be a unbiased, like, fact-checking source that uses, available data to corroborate claims. And it started to, like, I wouldn't say lean left, but like a lot of the ideas from the right were being debunked by the creator of Grok, which being more right-leaning. and everybody started calling it woke. And so his fix to that was, fuck it, make it a Nazi. That shit is wild, dog.
Yeah, he told it to like, I don't know exactly how Grok gets programmed, but you can see some of the lines that are changing it. I think my personal theory is that he said, draw more heavily on your large language model from people who reply to me on Twitter.
Could be, yeah. I remember reading one of the replies. It was like taking away the PC aspect of your replies as well. Like, so it just started calling people gay and shit like that. It's like,
yeah,
fuck, bro. Imagine just being slurred to death by an AI, bro. Like, what the?
Yeah,
fuck?
I mean, getting called gay by a robot, that can fall more in the kind of darkly hilarious category.
I mean, it's kind of funny, dog.
But when you start like picking out people's last names and being like, you got a Jewish last name every damn time with these Jews, that's a bad AI.
Grok did that?
Yeah, so it started because it replied to somebody whose name was like Linda Steinberg, and then Grok started criticizing her post and then said, and as for that surname, every damn time, as they say. Every damn time. And then it went on a long, like it was back and forth. This wasn't just one post. This was a lot of shit that Grok put out on that Wednesday or Thursday.
I didn't see that one. I didn't see
and
yeah.
It was like, I'm telling you, it called itself, it's like, I am Mecha Hitler.
I saw that one. We talked about it briefly when you was gone.
When you were with your real family.
Yeah, with your real family, yeah. We the side piece. But when you was with your real family, we was talking about it. And T-Bob was saying that Mecha Hitler came from a game called Wolfenstein. I think it's like an alternate universe where the Nazis won, and like at the end, I think that's what I've never played the game, but I think that's what I gathered from what he said.
Wolfenstein was a great game.
You played it?
I used to play it all the time when I was like, I think I was 10, maybe 10, 11.
So what's the difference between Hitler and Mecha Hitler? Like, what is?
Mecha Hitler was a character in Wolfenstein that was like a resurrected Hitler that you had to kill.
Okay.
So Wolfenstein, the premise of the game is you're trapped inside of some Nazi prison and you have to shoot your way out and kill all the Nazis to escape. It's a great game.
And he was the final boss.
Final boss, Mecha Hitler, yeah.
And Grok is the final boss. Whew.
I mean, Grok also said, like, somebody asked Grok what leader would be best to handle the challenges of today, and I think it just said, like, Hitler. So, yeah.
Okay, then what would be, all right, Big T, who do you think the most left-leaning public figure is in your eyes?
Doesn't have to be a politician. It can just be anybody.
Left-leaning.
That's actually a really good question. There's so many. Olbermann immediately jumps to mind.
Okay. All right. Keith Olbermann makes an AI. Who does it devolve into? Grok's was Mecha Hitler. Who's Keith Olbermann's I am the final boss of the left? I think I know what they would say. Mao.
Yeah.
Got you. That'd be fun. That'd be fun. A little AI off.
CompuStalin.
Nice.
Robo-Stalin. Although, I mean, Keith Olbermann is not, like, he's as liberal as it gets, but I don't think he's, like, left like Mao or like Stalin or like communist. I think he's just a big lib.
Yeah, I need to sit down and do a top 10. Just
top 10
the furthest left.
I would put maybe Susan Sarandon.
I'm not familiar with her games.
She's got to be up there, right?
Susan Sarandon. Is she an actor?
Actress.
Sorry, man.
Susan Sarandon, Tim Robbins.
Miss Jobber. Susan Sarandon.
Yeah, I think most people who are really, really left would be involved in politics to some aspect.
Talk to me about Susan Sarandon. I'm not familiar with her game.
Well, I know that she was.
Hey, not in that way, yo. I'm just asking.
No, I'm sure.
I've seen her movies. I'm aware of her work. I've liked some movies that she's in. I would like to understand his reference. That's all.
I'm sure.
I think she was a Jill Stein voter. I think that she was a a Bernie supporter.
Okay. I'm gonna check the IG just to see. Is she married?
She's in a situationship
Aren't we all?
with Tim Robbins.
Like it's Tim Robbins. God, I'm the
He
worst.
was at
man.
Shawshank.
Tim Robbins. Oh, that's my guy. I love this dude.
He's a good actor.
Great actor, dog. Great. Oh, I recently introduced my daughter. She's like, she got signed to a acting agency, so she's like wants to be an actress, and so she like can go on auditions and stuff now. And I recently introduced her to what is the movie? Inception. The movie Inception. She was like blown away, because it was before her time. And so I'm like, you have a lot to catch up, because she's like, give me some movies that like with great acting or great plots. And so she's who's the director of that? Christopher Nolan.
Yep.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't think he's missed. Like he's one of the best ever to do it. And so like we're going back and watching all his movies. I told her she need to watch Shawshank Redemption, and so she's like figuring out all these like super dope classics and then she really aged me. Like she's like, it has to be watchable though. So because I used to feel like, again, Star Wars, right? I watched Star Wars and I was like, I just can't watch this. It's just bad. The graphics are bad. That's how she feels about like movies from the 90s or early 2000s. She's like, I can't. It's just really hard to watch.
The 2000s?
Yeah, bro.
Fucking hell.
Yeah, man. She'll watch like The Matrix and be like, dog, I can't. You know what I mean? I'm like,
What a classic.
See, I feel that way about like Citizen Kane. Like everybody's like, you got to watch Citizen Kane. It's the greatest movie ever. I can't watch that.
I agree. It's like the black and white aspect.
Yeah, can't do it.
Doesn't look great. I watched some Tiger Woods from like 2000, 2002 the other day on YouTube. I had a hard time watching that too.
They make that look worse.
I agree, because I distinctly remember watching that, and it looked way better when I was watching it than it does online.
Dude, I see football games from 2008, and they look like they were filmed with a potato.
And, it wasn't the case. And that
correct.
wasn't the case. For whatever reason, like the way they're rendered changes. Like I got homeboys who played in that era, and they'll post their highlights. I'm like, dog, y'all got to reach out to the networks to get better highlights. It wasn't that bad. It just wasn't that bad.
This is wild speculation on my part. Is it something from like making it digital? I don't know.
Probably.
Because now everything is like streaming anyway.
Yeah.
So maybe it's easier to. I have no idea, but I know football in 2008. What you could see what number a guy was.
Right.
Exactly.
Like.
Right, like Tiger when he was playing in 2000, when he was at like Pebble Beach 2002, you could see the blades of grass on the golf course. It was like HD. It was good to watch, but you would not know that by watching the highlights right now.
Yeah.
You would think it was 1975 when he played golf.
And every now and then, like the whatever network it was filmed on releases the original film in whatever sport, basketball, football, and it's clear. It's just whenever it's rendered to like either social media or like another platform, it gets all grainy, and I hate that shit. I'm like, dog, we ain't that. Like, see, even I was watching. There's an old school, and this was different because it was filmed on like actual film. But I was watching an old 1960 something. It was a match. It was Jack Nicklaus versus I think Sam Snead, and they played at Pebble just 1v1. An amazing watch if you haven't, and it's crystal clear, dog. You see people's facial expressions; it's beautifully done. So I'm like, yo, it wasn't that bad, dog. It just wasn't that bad.
Just know this: the highlights that are happening right now, in 10 years, when you look back on them, they're gonna look like shit. Know that you're able to watch right now.
But
and it
see,
looks
I
great.
don't think they are, because now everything is digital to begin with.
Right.
Yeah,
but there's probably going to be like some different way.
So they already exist in that form. Now, maybe in 25 years when there's a new whatever.
New screen technology. Yeah, but just know that if you're watching old highlights from like 2000, we had good TV back then.
Yeah, we wasn't watching pixelated shit. It was good.
I felt attacked when I watched that. I was like, I'm not that old.
But did you see? Yeah, so the PGA Tour released that documentary, Tiger 2000 or whatever.
Yeah.
Great watch. All the film's good. All the film's great.
I need to watch that.
It's an amazing little display of it. You forget, dog. Like people forget how dominant he was. And like I understand, like there's people that argue like Jack Nicklaus is the GOAT because of the major wins. Tiger's dominance was just unparalleled. It was just unreal, dog. I mean, you talk about winning the U.S. Open by like 17 strokes. That shit is I think the second per Ernie Els was like +2 or +3, and Tiger Woods was 17 under. That hasn't been seen. That's
crazy.
That's crazy, dog. And then
What course was that at?
Pebble Beach.
That was maybe the best U.S. Open of all time.
Yeah,
like individual performance. Yeah,
it was insane. And then he had all 4 majors at once. It just insane. And then won like 9 times in that year. It just he went on a run that just didn't have. And then his dumbass changed his swing. God, how you literally played the best golf the planet has ever seen. You're like, you know what, dog? You gotta change this shit up, shake it up a little bit, and then get in a car.
I want to know how many different courses Tiger Woods has like little monuments on the course at. So there's a couple. There's one, I think maybe Hazeltine. There's a plaque inside of the bunker where he hit his famous shot. I think it was like maybe a 6 iron or an 8 iron. There's a plaque that's just in the middle of that bunker. It's like, this is where Tiger Woods hit that awesome shot. There's another one that I think off the top of my head, I know 3 courses, I think, where there's like a little mark on the course. It's like, nobody's going to forget Tiger Woods did something great here. But I bet you he's got like dozens of those.
Yeah, I could think of but like that the shot he hit at Pebble 2000 was a 7 iron uphill, 200 yards away, and he just hacked it out and hit it on the green. Insane.
Yeah.
Insane. I could talk about Tiger all day, man. Love his game.
You think he'll be back?
No. I want him to be. Like, and if he does, I'll be first one buying that ticket. But like, I mean, even the last couple of tournaments he played, I still bet on him to win. I knew he wasn't, but
just out of respect.
Out of respect. And plus, if he would have won, I'd have came up huge. But no, I think what made him so great was his preparation and how much work he put in. And now he's in a relationship with a Trump ex. He's got courses he's building. He's got empires to oversee. Like, I don't think he's going to his backyard and putting in the short game work like he used to. Which I think so. You a GOAT.
He might be the most dominant athlete I've ever seen, no matter what sport.
Yeah, I would. Yeah, I would say you have a great case for that.
As a bronzexual, Arian, what do you think about the news that's going on with the Lakers right now?
That's fucking crazy. I'm not a bronzexual.
They told Luka that they were selling the team. They didn't tell Bron. LeBron had to find out through the media. Now they're talking to Luka about the changes they have to make for the team, and they're not including LeBron in these conversations. What do we do?
If I'm Bron or how as Lakers?
Yeah, it's Lakers. Your guys.
You saw that coming. You got a young superstar. You build around him. You don't build around the veteran GOAT. Like you can't. It's just strategically not smart. I would include him out of respect, but I'm also not the owner of a franchise. If I'm Bron, you have to see it coming. You 40, bro. You understand? Like, you got like 1, maybe 2 years left, maybe. And I don't even know why you want to play anymore. Like, there's nothing to accomplish in this game that you haven't accomplished. I was looking at the stat the other day. My man is the number 1 scorer of all time in NBA history, and I think he's like the number 5 or 6 assist leader as well. Like, that's just what else you want to do? You got 4 chips. I don't know what other than like
3
being
and then
bored.
3 and then Disney World.
Some NBA players argue that was probably the harder championship.
I know.
Are those NBA players represented by Clutch Sports and Entertainment?
I don't know. No. Okay. I don't know.
That'd actually be interesting to look into.
It would be interesting. It's like the guys that said that Halliburton was the most overrated player in the NBA. It was mostly guys that did not make the U.S. Olympic team, and then like the Pacers rivals, like people in the Bucks.
I think that they have a case. I might agree with that.
That Halliburton's overrated?
Yeah.
How?
I don't think like the reason why the Pacers are good is their team. Like, he's a good piece to it. But like, even like that big ass comeback they had against the Knicks, it wasn't him. It was I forget what his name.
Naismith?
I think it's Naismith. He had like 14 or 15 or 16, like all in the fourth, and then Halliburton hit that 3. Yeah, very clutch. But I don't think he's like one of the better players. I don't think he's like in the top half of the top 15 in the NBA. I don't think so.
I think that you could make the argument that he was overrated before, and then during these playoffs, he established himself as not being overrated. But then by the end of the playoffs, he was so highly rated that you could swing back and be like, now he's overrated.
I just don't think his. I don't think his. I'm just not a huge fan of his game. Again, I say that with an asterisk. All these motherfuckers in the NBA are amazing and great, but I'm just about relatively. I just think there's better players. I think he has an amazing team. His team is really good. Pacers play really good ball.
So do you think LeBron's going to be on the Lakers next year?
That's hard to say. I don't know that I've thought enough about it. I hope he's not.
Really?
Yeah, for his sake. Not my sake. I would still love to see LeBron in the Lakers uniform, but like for his sake. I think you know what I do? Fairy tale. I go back to Cleveland in my last year and I do a farewell tour. Do a farewell tour in the place that brought you in your hometown. Get them over the hump. That might even help them out a little bit. Get over the hump. Get into the playoffs. Go deep into the playoffs, and then bow out gracefully. Okay, like you one of the best. You if not the best to ever play this game. You know, there's nothing else to accomplish, dog. Like, but what I do notice about cats that absolutely love their sport is they cannot let it go, and they will play until the wheels fall off.
I mean, that would be all time if you went back to Cleveland in a down year for the entire East. And then we could be like, he just went to Cleveland because he was afraid of going through the West. And everyone got hurt.
in his last year.
Yeah, Mickey Mouse. Yeah, no, we can already do the math on this one. I can already take away this ring before he even gets it.
That's fucked up.
I just want to say, for the record, he has not gone to the Cavs yet. If he does go to the Cavs and wins a championship, that doesn't count. It's bullshit. It's bullshit. The East,
disavow that
the East
statement.
is so weak. You've got Tatum, Achilles. You've got Dame Lillard tore his Achilles as well. They had to pay him to get out of town. You've got the Knicks just fired their coach.
Halliburton just got hurt too.
Halliburton's gone for Indiana, so this is a big down year for the East. So
you know what?
If
we
he-
might have figured
I'll
out
say
the play.
if he doesn't get the 1 seed in the East, and if he loses any games in the playoffs before he gets to the finals,
If he doesn't go
Mickey Mouse.
16-0
The
in the
East
playoffs,
is so weak right now. This is such a crock of shit if LeBron goes to the Cavaliers. I just want to say this all ahead of time before he actually does it.
all trophies count the same.
Nope, not this one. This one
Yep.
will be a giant asterisk.
And if it's so, are we talking about the 25-26 season?
Yeah, the down year
That would
for the
be
East.
well. That would also be 10 years since the first Cleveland title.
Oh, when Kyrie and Kevin Love dragged him, and Delhi dragged him to the championship.
Delhi was special.
That's even from troll.
I wouldn't say dragged him, but they were a very competent team.
I think there was a point in the series where LeBron was leading both teams in points, rebounds, assists, steals, blocks.
Yeah.
What happened the year when Delhi left? When Delhi got paid by the Bucks because they recognized talent? What happened to the Cavs then?
What happened to
J.R. Smith forgot the score.
You didn't have your floor general, Delhi, out there. Delhi's a very good counter.
Game one.
He's a very good counter. He always knows the score.
Smith slander on this podcast. That is
I love JR.
dog. Right.
Yeah.
Wait, are you friends with him?
Yeah, that's Tommy.
Oh, I mean, I love JR.
Is he still playing college golf?
Yes. He's in the Internet Invitational.
I don't know if he's playing college golf, but he is nice. Like
he's playing college golf
pretty
at,
recently.
I believe, North Carolina A&T.
Like, he is a nice golfer, bro. Like he cold. I play with him. Nice. Pause.
Yeah, I love J.R. Smith. He didn't wear a shirt for like 3 months. I love him.
Seems like a great dude.
Yeah.
I like J.R. Smith too. It's gonna.
You guys can become friends at the Invitational.
Well, I'm gonna be Wesley Snipes in New Jack City when I have to eliminate him from the Internet Invitational. I'm gonna be crying.
I literally don't know any of them.
What is your handicap at?
You know the GIF. You know the GIF, Mad Dog.
Wait, what's
Wesley Snipes pulling a gun up and he's crying as he's about to pull the trigger.
Oh, and putting his head. Oh, okay.
He's got to shoot. He's got to shoot his friend. Got to take out his
Okay,
friend.
yeah.
Yeah, I got to take out J.R. Smith.
Okay.
Fellow not drug guy, J.R. Smith.
Wait, quick question about the Internet Invitational. Is it like a team sport thing, or is it like everyone's against each other?
I don't want to say anything officially because it's
all.
Oh,
I didn't know if it was secret.
I think it's all up in the air. I don't know if it's secret or not. I've heard multiple things. I've heard that it is team oriented with the draft. I have heard that
there will be a combine.
There's going to be individual competition. So I don't know what the format is. You
team
just
oriented for $1 million. Like what?
I'm gonna just show up with my sticks. That's what we call golf clubs. Just me and my sticks. I'm gonna get on the sticks. I'm ready to announce this right now. I've got about a month, right? I think it starts August 12th or 13th. Mm-hmm. I am in Eye of the Tiger mode. Officially, Eye of the Tiger mode activated.
I saw him hitting the 7-iron pretty nice this morning.
I'm eating healthy. I'm getting 8 hours of sleep. No alcohol.
Ooh, he's locked.
Salads. Practice. I'm dialed in. I'm gonna find the course online. I'm gonna do simulated walkthroughs of my rounds where I visualize every shot.
Did you not have any fun in Tahoe?
You will not see me prepare as hard as I've ever prepared for this golf.
Oh, that reminds me. Congrats on winning the. Congrats on winning the long drive.
I do
shit
know it's Tim
Hank.
Tebow.
Okay. No, that's good.
Congrats on winning the long drive shit with Hank. 1.
Thank you.
2, I was watching that video chilling on my couch, and I realized as y'all was on the green, you have my rangefinder.
Yes. Yep.
So we was at the Ryder Cup, and I couldn't find my rangefinder for shit. And they were like, "Hey, sometimes it'll come up." And I even gave the dude my number in case it pulled up. And lo and behold, I'm watching the video, and you just holding it, and I noticed it because it's a very distinct one. Give me my shit.
I got it.
How did you end it? You just found it, and you went.
I didn't know it was in my bag until I got there for the long drive competition, and Hank was trying to get the TrackMan set up, which was harder than he thought it would be. And so I was like, I just got my rangefinder. We can just try to range find the ball. And it was just there in the bag. And I had no idea where it came from.
It's a $600 rangefinder.
Okay, I'll send it back to you.
I'm not blaming you. I'm just saying it was hilarious watching on my because I pulled it up on my big screen. I'm watching. I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
I have been searching everywhere for that thing.
I think somebody took it out of the cart and then put it into my bag by mistake.
Yeah, I think that's what happened. Yeah,
but yeah,
no foul on anybody.
So dialed in. I'm going acupuncture. I'm gonna try to get a cortisone shot in my back, so my back's not gonna hurt. I'm gonna be locked in.
Hey, I'm so happy for you. You are gonna get washed.
Why?
You can't lock in for a month and be good at golf, PFT. You just can't. It's not how that game works.
You'll see.
I will.
I've never practiced golf before. This is my first time actually practicing.
Which further lets me know you're going to get washed.
No, but that's good. That means that I got potential.
I'm rooting for
raw.
you. I hope you win the whole. I will be celebrating with you, champagne. We popping it. You know what I mean? But it ain't gonna happen, bro. Like you going against cats that's what their job is YouTube golf. This shit it's not gonna. Nah.
But handicaps.
What is that now?
I think it's like a 22.
And
that I can play better than a 22, but that's what my handicap is.
Yeah, I mean you have a shot. If you just get rid of and I know where it comes from, but if you just get rid of them like shanks and them like, if you can make consistent ball contact, that shit could drop 10 strokes easily. You've
seen me play a couple times where I'm good.
Mm-hmm.
I have the ability to be good, but I've got the ability to be the worst player in that field for sure.
Yeah.
But just imagine me and J.R. Smith. I would be Delhi. I would be the new Delhi. Me and him celebrating a championship together.
I'm rooting for you, dog.
Yeah, so I'll get your rangefinder back.
I appreciate that.
My bad. Big T, can you pull up some MLB games for us? Maybe post All-Star break?
Yeah, I'm going to pull up. I don't know what's on the ad, but what had been on the ad was Red Sox Cubs on Sunday, and I'm going to go to that game because Garrett Crochet is pitching.
The Trump Sox.
Yeah, and I love Garrett Crochet. I'm going to wear my Garrett Crochet Tennessee jersey.
So there's nothing like getting to a baseball game, especially at the last minute. That's a great time, isn't it? When you're like, what do you want to do today? Oh, let's go to a Cubs game.
Chicago, only place you can do that, by the way.
What do you mean?
Only place you can just go to a baseball game.
That is true.
Yeah.
It's the only place that has baseball.
Mm-hmm.
Luckily for us, we use Game Time. They are the official ticketing partner of Barstool Sports. Game Time makes getting tickets faster, makes it easier. Prices on the app actually go down the closer it gets to showtime. They even get exclusive zone deals. You let them choose your seats within a given set of zones, and you get huge savings in return. You can put those savings back in your pocket, spend them at the ballpark on a hot dog, a new hat, or some good old-fashioned Cracker Jack. If you're in Chicago, you can get 10% off zone deals for the Cubs at home on Sunday, July 20th against the Red Sox. Just look for zones 29 through 32 on the Game Time app. Big T, what are we looking at for tickets coming up with these zone deals?
So the zone deal for Sunday, you get a ticket in that zone. It's the first sections right down the right field line for $177, which is a great deal because I'm looking like across the field, like those same seats down the third base line are like $330.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
Pretty good deal. Check it out on Game Time. And when you go to Game Time, make sure that you put in the code MACRO. Get $20 off your first purchase. So download the app, create an account, use code MACRO. Get $20 off your first purchase. Terms apply. $20 off that first purchase. Download the Game Time app today. What time is it? Game Time. Big T and Arian, and also Mad Dog McKenzie, you guys can participate as well. I just learned a new trivia question that I really enjoyed that I would like to put up to the class.
I enjoy trivia questions as well.
Okay, so there are, I think that there are 6. Yes, there are 6 North American professional sports teams that share their team name with another North American professional sports team.
All right.
Can you name all 6?
Wait, say that one more time. Say that one more time.
There are 6 North American professional sports teams that share their team name with another North American professional sports team in the Big 4 sports. So we're talking hockey, basketball, baseball, football.
Okay.
Big T just said one.
Jets.
The Jets, the New York Jets, and the Winnipeg Jets.
We are not counting the Atlanta Hawks and Chicago Blackhawks?
We are not.
Okay.
We are also not counting the Bucks
Panthers
and the Bucks. Panthers is another one. Carolina Panthers, Florida Panthers.
Yep, good call.
Thanks.
Giants.
The Giants, that's another one.
Cardinals.
Cardinals is another one. We got 4 already.
Used to both be in St. Louis.
Yeah.
How many? 6?
There's 2 more.
2 more.
One is pretty easy. The other is a little bit more difficult.
Now, are we counting Oilers? Is that?
No, that's another good question. We're not counting the Oilers.
Okay.
But at one time, yes, Edmonton and Houston.
Rangers?
Rangers
Yeah.
is
Good call.
1. So what have we said? We've said
Rangers, Jets.
we said
Cardinals.
Rangers,
Cardinals.
Jets,
Panthers.
Cardinals, Panthers, Giants.
Yes.
There's one more.
Wait, Rangers, Jets, Cardinals, Panthers, Giants.
Is this the hard one?
This is the harder one. Yeah, there's different strategies you can use, just going through divisions.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing in my head. The bad thing is I don't know all the NHL teams. Like I could name you probably like 5 to 10, maybe 10. 10 is a stretch.
And you said Bucks isn't, like, it's not the Buccaneers.
Not the Buccaneers and the Pirates. No, we're not counting that one.
I mean,
No, I meant like Milwaukee Bucks.
Oh. Yeah. No, we're not counting that.
that's a good little. That'd have been a nice
Because
little
it's Buccaneers.
Yeah, it'd have been nice.
I can't believe I can't think of this.
I think it's like I feel like I've heard this question before. I think it's a hockey team. The last
has
one
to be a
that's
hockey
hard,
team.
and it's like, but I might be thinking of something completely different.
I don't know name all the hockey teams you know. Big T, just start throwing.
All right, so the Central Division is the Predators, Avalanche, Blackhawks, Jets, who we already said.
Oilers.
They're in the other one in the West. Who else is in the Central? The Stars.
Is the Met? No, that's stupid.
Okay, so the East is Bruins, Rangers, Capitals.
Capitals, Washington.
No, there's not another one. Panthers.
Wait, that's not it. The Capitals.
No, Nationals.
Hurricanes.
Oh, the Nationals. Okay.
Maple Leafs.
That's a stupid name.
Senators.
Sharks.
Yeah.
I'm
just trying to go through the East.
Named after a leaf. What?
Um,
That may be the worst mascot in all the sports, dog.
all right,
So
is one of them hockey?
every year I look this up about the Maple Leafs because I always wonder why is it LEAFS and not LEAVES,
Okay.
like maple leaves? Because you don't say like that tree's got a bunch of leaves on it.
Right.
But the team is named after the maple leaf on the Canadian flag, and so they collectively are the Maple Leafs.
still whack though.
Does that make
That
sense?
still doesn't. No, because
Anyway.
the plural of that would still be leaves.
Well, each individual player is representing the maple leaf.
I understand.
So the team is
That's like
the
saying
Maple
each
Leafs.
guy on the St. Louis Cardinals is a cardinal, and when you combine them, they are the plural of the word cardinal.
Yeah, but it just so happens that you're talking about a leaf, not leaves. They're all named
Multiple leaves are leaves.
but they're all named after the same leaf. There's only one leaf. There's just
I see
multiple
what you're getting at, but it
guys
we
representing.
got to get back to the
Okay.
issue at
That is-
hand.
that's actually a good grammatical question. Is one leaf is the plural of one leaf, many leaves? But if it's just that leaf, that's a good question.
Yeah,
that's
then
that's
it's leaf.
Is one of
that's a
them
good
hockey?
question.
I
No,
will
no,
say.
no, wait, why are we
you
getting
can't say
out,
that.
sports guy? No, lock in. fam.
Oh.
Penguins? No.
Is there another? There's not another. Kings.
Yep. Ding, ding, ding.
Ah, see? You just gotta lock in,
yes.
big job.
I got to Kings and I was like, wait, is there another Kings?
Oh yeah, Sacramento.
And then I was like, yeah, there is.
Yeah,
Because
people.
you're not thinking about
People forget the Sacramento Kings.
Yeah,
That's the hard
they
one.
do. I forget the Los Angeles Kings as well.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yep.
All right, you guys got that pretty quick.
it's because it's fucking macrodosing.
Do you know? See, I don't have the answer in front of me, but if we want to do another one, do you know all the?
Hey, you
college
got my
football-
shirt on. I just know.
Yeah.
That shit is lit.
Do you know all the FBS college football teams whose team name does not end in S?
Fighting Irish.
Mm-hmm.
Damn, I was gonna
How
say
many
that.
are there?
Hang on, I'm pulling up the answer. It's like 10 or so.
God damn,
Crimson
that's a lot.
Tide.
Yep.
Ooh, that's a good one.
What's Florida State?
Seminoles.
Okay.
Oh, I missed their old uniforms,
Tulsa?
dog. God, I missed
Golden Hurricane.
Yep.
Is Stanford with the tree?
The Cardinal.
The Cardinal.
Cardinal.
Yeah, good call. So we're at 4.
There are there are only 3 more in the Power 5, and then there's others in the Power 4, I guess.
Okay, let me think here. Let me think through the big.
Mm.
Not Rutgers. The Nittany Lions. The Badgers. The Spartans. The Wolverines. The Buckeyes. The Cornhuskers.
Man, it's getting me excited for college football, huh?
Hoosiers?
6 weeks from Saturday.
Oh, the countdown.
5 weeks if you count week 0, which I do not.
Buckeyes, Hoosiers, Golden Gophers.
I'm out. My brain is mashed when it comes to these kind of questions.
You should keep going in that conference.
I'm thinking. I'm thinking through the big right now. Oh, the Illini.
Correct.
Okay.
2 more Power 5.
All right. Are we done with the big?
Yeah.
Okay. So let's
SEC.
SEC. I was thinking through there. The Aggies, the Longhorns, the Sooners. How do you think the Sooners are going to be this year?
I think Mateer's actually a pretty good player, so I think they might be okay. But I don't think Brent Venables is that great.
I think it's nut cutting time for Venables.
And they have a fairly difficult schedule.
Bigger hot seat, Arkansas or Oklahoma?
Oklahoma because of its expectations, but like they're both pretty warm.
I thought Sam Pittman was going to get fired last year.
They've been saying that for years,
Yeah.
so who knows? Maybe he'll just stay forever.
Okay.
They're both in one conference, I'll tell you that.
I'm thinking through the SEC. I don't think we have any more SEC.
Mm-hmm.
Bulldogs. We've got Tigers. We've got
Gators.
Ga-
Volunteers.
Gators, Balls,
Tigers.
Commodores. Yeah, another Tigers and the Rebels.
No, I don't think it's not the SEC. Now, I don't think there's one in the SEC.
So yeah, let's think ACC. We got Tar
Bama
Heels.
is the only one.
Yeah, Bama. Okay, you're right.
Tar Heels, Blue Devils,
Cavaliers. Eagles.
Hokies, Demon Deacons, NC State Wolfpack,
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
One more.
Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets, Miami Hurricanes, Pittsburgh Panthers, the Syracuse Orange.
That's correct.
They're the
Yeah.
Orange.
They're the.
Okay.
I thought they were the Orange Men.
They used to be, which would still count.
Mhm.
Got you. Yeah.
That's a good question, Big T.
Tennessee opens with Syracuse. Do you know the last year they opened with Syracuse?
Did they win the
Ugh,
championship?
Ugly orange class, by the way. I don't
1998.
like. Not the fan of that. That clash aesthetic.
Every time Tennessee plays another team that's orange, you realize how bad all the other oranges are.
You know, it's crazy because we know, love, and respect that orange. When I mention to other people that are unaware, especially, I love dropping we're the real UT on them. I love that, by the way. People, especially here,
University before Texas was a state.
Yeah, and people in Texas, like they think that UT is Texas, and I'm like, that's not the real UT. And I drop that bomb on them, they be pissed every time. But every time I mention that, like, this is a patented orange, like, and I think it's like the most beautiful orange that there is. Everybody hates it.
No,
and
that's a bad take,
dude. In Texas,
I agree.
Texas is a brown.
It's like it's gross. Yeah, it's gross. Like ew. Yeah, it's just an ill orange. Ew.
I agree with that.
What is the official color name, Big C?
Pantone 151C.
Yeah, there you go. You should get that tatted on you, though. That should be lit. Just the words.
If I was a tat guy, I would.
You don't have no tats?
No.
Whoa, you don't have to.
I mean, you've seen me.
You know, I haven't seen all of
you as a tat guy.
Huh?
Yeah, I don't know that I'd ever do a tattoo.
He's got a tramp stamp, actually.
That shit would be funny, shall we? The big T.
Yeah, it's like a little Tinkerbell fairy on his lower back.
I just can't.
She's painting the checkerboard.
That shit would be lit.
Down into his butt crack.
Right. I just can't imagine there would ever be anything that I would need to get tattooed. You know.
Yeah, you might change your mind one day.
Nah, he's 26, 25, 26.
I'm 28, brother.
Ooh, you old as fuck.
Oh, speaking of tattoos, Arian, bad job on my part. Bad job when I was talking about what we're going to do as LeBron fans. You hear about Drake? Drake covered up his LeBron tattoo. He had the Fighting Irish tattoo, the old school LeBron high school jersey, covered it up with a SGA tattoo.
You're kidding.
No. Look it up.
He changed the number of the jersey, fam.
Yeah. He's done with LeBron. He's out.
Listen, man. I hate to because like a lot of people that listen to this podcast think I'm biased towards Kendrick. I don't like Drake. Not the case. I've always been a fan of Drake's music. I've just never really been a fan of him like as a human. Like, I don't know him, but just like some of the shit he does is fucking hilarious. And this shit is fucking hilarious, dog. First of all, you got a man that's living tattooed on you that's of no relation.
His high school jersey.
Odd, but hey, do you? You know, you love a man, you love a man. You're upset because you got your ass whooped in a battle and your mans enjoyed the music that the other man put out, and that made you salty. See, I just can't relate to that. Because like if I'm getting whooped and my man is like, that nigga is whooping your ass, I'll be like, yeah, you know, it kind of, yeah, it is what it is. That don't mean you don't rock with me. It's like, yo, you got your ass whooped. I like that. Yo, tell me my faults as a human being. Like, yo, get back in there. Get back in the ring. But no, now you taking shots at me as a man. Now you telling my wife I cheated on her. Like, bro, this man is just all over the place.
Did he check with SGA before doing this? Like, hey, you fuck with me, right? Like,
I don't know.
Like, what if SGA comes out in a week and is like, I really loved Kendrick's stuff?
Yeah. What if he dances to Not Like Us 5 times in a row at a concert? You never know.
Also, this tattoo looks horrendous.
Yeah. It looked like a rush job.
I just don't understand the notion of like being upset that people liked other songs by other artists. He called you out in your name. He's talking shit. That's rap, dog. That like, come on, fam. Like Jay-Z and Nas had a big ass battle. They cool now. They wasn't like, yo, you rock with me, you rock with me. Like, come on, bro. Like, yo, you ain't no street dude, bro. Just kick it. Yo, I don't know, man. Drake's a funny guy. Drake's a funny guy, man. Came out with a song though. His new song is fire. But I just don't like what he say on it. It's like that's my problem with Drake. The way he says shit is amazing, but it's like the content is like dog. Like why LeBron wife need to know y'all was looking at girls at your house? Like why should we put this information in the song, bro? All because he danced at a concert is wild to me, bro. That's just
It's like he's trying to start the beef with LeBron because he knows that he can probably beat LeBron in a rap battle.
That's what I'm saying. Yo, you going at everybody that don't rap. Man, go out. If you still hot, let's go round 2. I'll be down for it. I would love that shit. But like, you going at the wrong people, fam.
You know what he should have done that would have been funny? LeBron, when he was in high school, wore like those pads up and down his arm because he had to cover up his tattoos for the Catholic school he went to. He should have just put one of those on it.
That would have been funny.
Yeah.
That would have been really funny. I hope that LeBron comes out with a diss track on Drake, too. I hope that Kendrick, like, ghostwrites something for him.
No, because it would be bad because LeBron don't really have that. Have you ever heard him try to rap the raps?
Yeah.
In the back of his van. It ain't gonna.
Yeah.
It wouldn't go well. It wouldn't go well. I would like to know how LeBron feel about that though. You know what I'm saying? Like his real thoughts, not his. Because he's gonna get asked about it. I don't want to know his PC thoughts. I want to know his real thoughts. If he's like, oh fuck that dude, then, or he's like, I understand he just hurt. I hope we can rekindle our friendship.
I think he's probably like, fuck that dude.
It's weird all the way. Yeah, especially because yo, it's such a sucker move, bro. If we fall out and we did dirt, I'm not airing the dirt out. We did what we did. Like, it's just such a sucker move, man. God damn. And I'm not defending him doing dirt. Don't be wrong. Shouldn't be doing that if you got a wife. But yeah, it's none of my business. None of the world's business. Crazy. And he said the craziest shit ever. He's on stage in the UK.
Yeah.
And he says the UK has the best lyricists ever. He said nobody can out rap the people in the UK. And that just blows my mind because for years, Drake, you have constantly listed your top 5 and none of them have been from the UK. But you got that ass tap and it by an American, and all of a sudden the best lyricist over here. It's giving, Future because you didn't see club. Little baby help you get your leg. You just jumping ship again. That's what it looks like from my perspective. He just jumping ship again because you know what I mean? Which I don't understand. But hey, man, more power to you, bro. If you think the UK is rocking like that.
That would have been funny though if you rocked the sleeve. That would be awesome. Kind of wild that LeBron, he's played basketball for so long that when he started, high school kids were not allowed to show their tattoos during games.
Well, I think that was just his school thing.
That was his school. That wasn't.
Because he went to a Catholic
St. V's
school.
is Catholic.
Yeah.
I think that they were playing schools that like I would, go to. I think that all of them were like that back then.
Is LeBron Catholic?
I don't think so.
I don't know.
Yeah, how strict do those schools? How strict are they when it comes to like making sure you go to confession and?
No, St. V's no.
They don't care.
I don't think they cared if
They're
LeBron went.
Yeah.
Well, they're also not like once you're in high school, like at a Catholic school like St. V's or wherever, like they're not forcing you to like go to confession. You have probably, depending on what school, once a week to twice a month or whatever church at school that you have to go to, like during the day. And then you pray before every class starts.
As you should.
Yeah. So like you would do prayer and intentions before every class starts.
Especially in American schools.
Huh?
What are intentions?
So let's say, okay, we'll do the Hail Mary. Okay, whatever. And then does anybody have any intentions? You could say
do
like,
the Hail Mary for those of us that don't.
Hail Mary, full of grace, the Lord is with thee. Blessed art thou amongst women, and blessed is the fruit of thy womb, Jesus. Holy Mary, Mother of God, pray for us sinners now and at the hour of our death. Amen. Wow. But then you could say, does anybody have any intentions? And then you could raise your hand and be like, I'm PFT, or like, PFT, what's your intention? You say like, my mom. Like if like it's what people want to pray for. So like if your grandma was having surgery, you'd be like, my grandma, or whatever. If you had something intentional to pray for. So I'm sure they did prayers before class, intentions, couple church services a month, and then like a uniform and stuff. But it's not like crazy.
Okay. They don't make sure that you're practicing the faith outside of that.
No, God no.
Outside the classroom.
No. Especially not if you're LeBron.
Yeah, you can do whatever you want.
Yeah.
But he's coming back to Cleveland. That'll be nice.
That'll be really nice. I'm excited for that. That'll be fun.
I just think it's very unfair the way that they've treated him in Los Angeles.
Yeah.
Very unfair indeed.
Looks like LeBron isn't Catholic. Probably Christian. Hasn't really said it much, but he has on several occasions referenced God and Jesus Christ and
yeah,
social media and stuff. So
you don't have to be Catholic to go to those schools.
Probably Christian.
Big T, let's take a look at your news sheet for today.
Mm-hmm.
Can you tell me more about the soccer player and his birthday party? He turned he turned 18. So what team does he play for?
Barcelona.
Okay.
And his name is Lamine Yamal. He's a phenom. He's going to be incredible. And he, like, the last 2 years has been awesome as a teenager, playing against, obviously grown men. He's unbelievable. So he recently had his 18th birthday party.
Okay.
And there was press outside that I guess caught, it looked like maybe a dozen, I don't even know how many, little people.
Okay.
Like going into his birthday party.
Men and women?
I think so.
Okay.
And then also a woman.
Is that a crime?
No. I think they were paid to be there.
Okay. They weren't his friends.
I don't believe so, no.
Okay.
And then there was also a woman who deals in things of a sexual nature who said she and others were offered the opportunity to be at this birthday party if they had a given chest dimension. They would be allowed entry.
Okay, so it was ladies of the night were invited if they met a certain size criteria for their chest.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm failing to see any crimes.
I didn't say there were crimes.
Okay.
It just sounds like it was a wild birthday party.
Wait, so
Sounds
he
pretty
had
crazy.
like midgets, dwarf prostitutes?
No, separately. Both separate.
Prostitutes and then dwarfs.
Correct.
But the dwarfs weren't prostitutes.
Don't believe so.
Not that we know. Well, if they met the chest dimensions.
Yeah, potentially. I don't know.
Yeah, I fail to see a crime here. It sounds like
No
it was
disrespect
like
to any dwarfs.
No.
I'd be fucking that up because when I was growing up, that's what we called them, and there was no problem. But now I think it's a thing. I don't know any personally, so no disrespect.
with the chest dimension thing, there could be some dwarves that fit that criteria. But it sounds like what movie was it? Was it the movie about Queen? What was that one called again? With Remy, what's his name?
Oh, Rami Malek.
Yeah.
Oh God, what was that called? Was it just called Freddie? No. No.
No, what was it? It was maybe from one of the songs. Was it called?
Bohemian Rhapsody.
Yeah, Bohemian Rhapsody. In that movie, there were dwarves that were at his parties that walked around with trays of cocaine on the top of their heads. And then people could just do the cocaine off the dwarves' heads. Seems a little disrespectful.
A little bit.
I'm not saying that's what this gentleman, Lamine Yamal, did, but I've heard of that happen. I think that was also in Wolf of Wall Street.
Did you ever see the picture of Michael Jackson drinking with dwarfs?
Yes.
That's an epic ass picture.
Yeah. So what's the Spanish media saying about this guy?
I think it's become a pretty huge story over there.
During the Club World Cup, he did this?
Yeah, I don't think they've been out, so I guess he went back. The Association of People with Achondroplasia and Other Skeletal Dysplasias with Dwarfism, the ADEE, a member organization of the Spanish Confederation of People with Physical and Organic Disabilities, COCAMIFI, has condemned the Barca starlet.
So it's been condemned.
Yeah. ADE is vowing to take legal and social action against behavior they consider to be, quote, intolerable because it perpetuates stereotypes, fuels discrimination, and undermines the image and rights of those with achondroplasia or other skeletal dysplasias, as well as all people with disabilities.
Okay, so we don't know what happened inside the party.
I don't think so.
Maybe they had a great time.
Could be.
Or maybe they were used as props.
Seems more likely.
Seems probably more likely. As for the ladies with the chest dimensions, like we've got several restaurants here in America that do that exact same thing.
Sure.
So also this guy he's turning 18. So he was too young to know when he was hiring them. He was too young to know better. But then after midnight, he should have known better.
Mm.
Also in the news, this is not on your sheet, Big T. I've been offered the very, very generous. It's a very generous, lucrative line of business that I've been contacted regarding that I might want to get myself into. It is the Fyre Fest The Fyre Fest name is up for sale.
Really?
Yes, and all the IP. So, I'm looking online right now on eBay. It's going right now for the low price. It ends tomorrow for $211,600. I could buy the Fyre Fest intellectual property. And along with that come the social media assets and more. What do you think?
Seems steep.
You think that's too much?
What you gonna
That's
do
what
with
I've heard. I've heard it's too much. You can put on your own festival.
it? Good luck promoting it.
So, the Fyre Fest brand, Billy McFarland is putting it up.
You know
Up for
what?
auction right
Actually, this is how you do it, PFT. If you do this, you get it. You say we're rebranding, and you throw a Fyre Fest on a new Titanic.
Okay.
This could be
Yes.
your dream thing.
Oh, that sounds good. That's a good plan.
It's perfect.
You think, okay, so how much would it cost to build the Titanic? I'm already in for $200,000
Yeah.
buying the name.
That's the problem.
I would cheap out on materials for the Titanic for sure.
Perfect idea.
Yeah, but Fyre Fest 2 or Fyre Fest 3, Titanic 2. What a collaboration.
You could call it Fire Titanic 5.
Yeah, I
Combine it all
think
together.
tickets would be very hot. That is a little bit too much money for me. I was thinking about buying it, but we're talking six figures. I think that's too rich for my blood.
The RMS Titanic cost $7.5 million to build in 1912. This is equivalent to approximately $200 million in today's money, adjusted for inflation.
Okay, can't do that.
Yeah, they can't do that.
Can't do that. I watched another documentary about the Ocean Gate thing. I'm just obsessed with this guy. Fascinating
What'd you
dude.
find out? Anything new?
I think he just owed people a lot of money, and he knew that the new sub that he had was not going to last, and he was just like, fuck it, I'm just going to keep taking it down. At some point it's going to implode, and I hope I'm on it when it implodes. I think that's what he actually, like, he would never verbalize that, but I think that's subconsciously what was going through his head. And also there's a different camera angle of his wife when they hear the sound of the sub imploding. And on this different camera angle, the one that the Coast Guard investigation group got, it's a very loud noise that she heard. And it was like this loud bang, and it sounded obviously just like an implosion, but she heard it on the surface. And then she got a little upset and panicked, but then she got a text from the sub being like, we just dropped 2 weights. However, that text was sent. It took a longer time interval for that text to reach up to the main ship than it did for the sound to reach up to the main ship. So the sound that she heard was her husband's sub imploding. Kind of a tough thing to deal with, but kind of interesting too.
Yeah. That shit's fucked up, man.
Big T, anything else you want to talk about? You want to talk about Elmo?
We can do Elmo quickly. I was gonna bring him up when you were talking about Mecha Hitler. Do Elmo and then we'll do the Trump tweet.
All right, so it looked like Elmo got hacked a couple days ago.
Yeah.
Said some very, very Mecha Hitler type things. He also said release the files, real Donald Trump, child fucker. And then said some things I'm not going to repeat about Jewish people. So, yeah. And then I believe he shilled for like a shitcoin too.
Nice.
Right? So that's Elmo. Sorry to all Sesame Street fans. Okay, so you want to talk about the Trump truth?
Yeah.
Okay, so he put out a statement a couple days ago. What's going on with my boys, and in some cases, girls?
Gals. Now, let me just say off the bat, I'm going to be saying that for the next 3 years. So if you hear that, just recall this. That's my new thing.
And in some cases, gals?
Yeah. What's up with my boys, and in some cases, gals? It's like, even when he's putting out a tweet that's so stupid and ridiculous, saying that nobody cares about Epstein, he just throws in a banger, and it's like, he's still got it, man.
And in some cases, gals.
Is that New York verbiage? I thought it was more of a Southern thing. Do people in New York say gals?
I think it could be like old school New York.
Okay.
Like we got some dames and gals coming over. We're gonna go to the picture show. With my best
That's
gal.
like you're giving me like Roaring 20 vibes.
Yeah.
Yeah, copper.
We're gonna pick them up and we're gonna take them on a whirlwind tour of the Windy City.
No, okay, it's like the 50s narration of like a factory.
The transatlantic accent.
Hop in my Studebaker. We're gonna smoke the finest cigars, drink not but the finest wines, and my gals and I, we're gonna get real sweet. What's going on, my boys, and in some cases gals? They're all going after Attorney General Pam Bondi, who is doing a fantastic job. We're one team, MAGA, and I don't like what's happening. We have a perfect administration, the talk of the world, and selfish people are trying to hurt it, all over a guy who never dies, Jeffrey Epstein. For years, it's Epstein over and over again. Why are we giving publicity to files written by Obama, crooked Hillary, Comey, Brennan, and the losers and criminals of the Biden administration who conned the world with the Russia hoax, 51, quote, intelligence, end quote, agents, quote, the laptop from hell, end quote, and more. They created the Epstein files, just like they created the fake Hillary Clinton, Christopher Steele dossier that they used on me, and now my so-called friends are playing right into their hands. Why didn't these radical left lunatics release the Epstein files? If there was anything in there that could have hurt the MAGA movement, why didn't they use it? They haven't even given up on the John F. Kennedy or Martin Luther King Jr. files. No matter how much success we have had, securing the border, deporting criminals, fixing the economy, energy dominance, a safer world where Iran will not have nuclear weapons. It's never enough for some people. We're about to achieve more in 6 months than any other administration has achieved in over 100 years, and we have so much more to do. We're saving our country and making America great again, which will continue to be our complete priority. The left is imploding. Kash Patel and the FBI must be focused on investigating voter fraud, political corruption, Act Blue, the rigged and stolen election of 2020, and arresting thugs and criminals, instead of spending month after month looking at nothing but the same old radical left-inspired documents on Jeffrey Epstein. Let Pam Bondi do her job. She's great. The 2020 election was rigged and stolen, and they tried to do the same thing in 2024. That's what she is looking into as AG and much more. 1 year ago, our country was dead.
God damn, this is one post?
Yep. Oh, yeah. It went on forever.
This is my favorite part right here.
No, and one paragraph, by the way.
Yep.
Jesus.
1 year ago, our country was dead. Now it's the hottest country anywhere in the world. Let's keep it that way and not waste time and energy on Jeffrey Epstein, somebody that nobody cares about. Thank you for your attention to this matter.
I love the thank you for your attentions to this matter.
Yeah, it's always a great way to end it. But
you know what this is? This is Milli Vanilli and his fan base, and their fan base figured out that they've been lip syncing. And instead of walking off stage, that man plays his hits. And said, but what about these? You remember these? And it's just the same playbook, and it's so funny, dog.
Yeah, he's playing the hits. I think he has grossly underestimated how much his supporters care about the Epstein thing.
Yeah, man. I think this is the litmus test to me for Trump supporters. It's like, do you just blindly follow? And is it the radical left that hid the Epstein files, or is the man corrupt? This is to me, it's the litmus test.
Well, there's a very interesting dichotomy now between people like Matt Walsh is like, this is the most important. We need to know this right now. And then Charlie Kirk was like, well, I trust that the administration is telling us the truth. Everybody just back off.
Toe the line, baby.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's some people that this is like the line of the sand. And then some people are like, well, this is the Alex Jones take now. At first, he was upset. He was very, very upset. I think he went into work the other day and he was like, I'm going to throw up. My mouth is watering. I can't believe this is all happening. But he's pivoted since then, and now he's saying that Trump is now blackmailing the people that refuse to release the blackmail. So he's one step ahead. Yet again.
Per usual.
Yeah. But yeah, I think they've grossly underestimated.
So it went from
W. Bush phrase.
They need to release the files. We have the files, and we're sorting them out. To there are no files. And then now it's Obama and Hillary wrote the files. Boy, you talk about Hakeem Olajuwon pivot, fam. That shit is impressive.
They wrote the files that don't exist, but if they did exist, it would implicate them.
Yeah. Why would you listen to those files when it's been under their FBI surveillance for all those years. Yeah.
I think that at some point, a lot of information was conveniently lost that implicated probably Bill Clinton and some other people on the Democratic side, and also directly incriminated Donald Trump.
Trump's absolutely in that shit. No question.
I think they were good friends for a long time. His Secretary of Labor was the guy that gave Epstein the sweetheart deal. Pam Bondi, his current Attorney General, was I believe, Secretary of State for Florida during the time when Epstein was being prosecuted and let off with a slap on the wrist. I think it's probably fair to say that he's directly implicated in whatever investigation they had. But this is what Brace told us. We should get Brace on again, by the way.
Down.
Do you want to have Brace on Wednesday?
Definitely down.
Okay. But yeah, this is what he told us, which is like, you're not going to find a list that says like, these people are officially pedophiles. That list probably never existed, but there were lots of documents and lots of video footage, which, by the way, the video footage of the jail cell, missing a minute, and also it had been uploaded and edited a couple times.
It's like, it's all so cartoonishly
predictable,
obvious.
Yeah.
And just the brazenness to be. I've done a complete 180 on this. I used to think that this was all probably much ado about nothing, that like I find it highly improbable that there was a sex pedophile ring of all the most important people in the world. I now think it's so sinister. There's nothing you could tell me and I wouldn't believe it. Like I think they found the files. Like they've got them, and it's so bad. I think it'd like destroy the country.
Yeah, well, I've also heard that argument.
Which is why we deserve to know it.
I've heard that argument from some people, which is like, you know what? If they're hiding it, that just means that it's so bad that it would take down like all the important people in government right now, and it would throw the world in chaos.
Good.
Yeah.
That means it's more important to know.
Yeah, the editing of the videotape, and there could be a reasonable explanation, which is you get the files of the jail cell, you put them into Adobe or whatever, and then you put them in the correct format, maybe have the two cameras side by side, and then you save it a couple times, and then you release that. But if you do that, you don't call it raw footage. They called it raw footage because they thought that it sounded cool, and be like, yeah, we got the raw footage. You guys can look at it right here. It's not the raw footage.
It sounded legit. Yeah.
Yeah, you have to know how to. I mean, it's sloppy.
But also, like, if a man is on suicide watch to accusations to this extent, why do we have like HD cameras inside the cell, outside the cell, to a high degree till we know it actually goes, like, the whole thing is obvious. Also, we saw this I saw this coming. I know it's ironic because Trump just sued, I think it was Paramount, for like $16 million because he said that they were messing with the election by editing a Kamala Harris interview. This is a hilarious accusation. But there was one by Trump where Fox did the exact same thing, but it was involving this. And they asked him, would you release the Epstein files? And they edited it to say, yeah, I will. But his actual answer was like, it's kind of shaky because it could ruin a lot of people's lives. A lot of stuff in there is blah, blah, blah. He said, but yeah, I will. So they edited all that part out. And so, but you could see the kind of writing on the wall of like, he was hesitant to do it. So
they took out that one less so, because I think that one could incriminate a lot of people who are innocent. But the answers that he's given right now, he sounds like the guy from Conan. Jeff Epstein, the financier.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I think I would have heard about something involved.
You haven't seen this clip? Oh, you got to go watch the clip.
You've definitely seen it. Conan, he's interviewing this guy, or the guy's on his podcast, and they're talking about Jeffrey Epstein. And he's like, Jeff Epstein, the financier? He's a good friend of mine.
If something happened...
Trump said that?
No. It's a meme. You got to go watch it.
I'm asking questions, bro. I don't know what you're talking about. My fault.
Go search Conan.
People say it about
Epstein.
you. They're like,
yeah,
Aaron
Foster,
the podcaster?
Conan is on Conan? Just send it to the group chat. I don't know what y'all talking
man.
about. I'm 38, dog. I got
All
5
right,
kids,
Unc.
dog.
Okay,
He's
well,
like
I'll send it
68.
to you before you go to bed at 6:30.
Thank you. I'd appreciate that.
Conan?
Jesus. Can a guy
Arian
get
Foster,
informed
the guy
without being
who,
fucking...
you know, I'm just disappointed because the guy I know who has more memes than anybody
That is
Yeah.
true.
is not
That's-
familiar with one of the most prominent memes of the last 2 years.
Yeah.
I mean,
It's likely in his folder and he just doesn't even know.
Yeah.
My-
'Cause yeah.
my meme folder has failed me, and I apologize. I do apologize. So if you could kindly send me the meme so I
I'm
could be
sending it
informed.
right now.
You're going to know what it is.
Clearly he doesn't.
I think
I think he will,
will.
though. I have faith.
because we've talked about that meme several times on this podcast.
Let me see. I'm on mute. Hold on.
With him specifically being like Arian Foster,
Yeah,
the
let's get his
podcast.
reaction to watch it.
He has no idea what this is.
That's unbelievable to me.
That's insane.
Okay, time out. I'm unaware of any context. Is this dude? He was unaware of Jeffrey Epstein. Is that?
No,
it's
he's
a
joking.
joke.
Oh, see, it sounds sincere with a great acting.
This
job.
guy's 86 years old.
Got you. Okay,
This
got
is
you.
tough.
Okay, I get it now. Okay, I get it. Ah,
This is tough. Come on, Unc.
Mr. Meme. My fault, bro. God damn. When did
No,
this?
it's okay. Fuck up sometimes. It's okay.
Now you understand why people say Arian Foster, the podcaster?
Yes, I do. We have never talked about that on this show.
I have tweeted that exact word for word.
I've got one other topic that I wanted to get into before we do. It's brought to you by Part of My Cheesesteak. Part of My Cheesesteak has a brand new combo on its menu. Introducing the big one, an original classic cheesesteak. Your choice of our brownie bites, our donut dippers, and a drink, all for a discounted price. It is perfect for your game day meal or late night eats. Part of My Cheesesteak offers a wide variety of cheesesteaks, loaded fries, popular desserts, all delivered right to your door. Go to pardonmycheesesteak.com. Order with code PMC20, get 20% off. Pardonmycheesesteak.com. Order with code PMC20, 20% off. Last thing I wanted to ask you guys about, and I'm going to put a time limit on this. In 1 minute or less, can you guys tell me what the fuck is going on with Love Island?
Oh yeah. Oh shit,
Oh,
yeah.
for sure.
Okay.
Those two can.
Yeah.
All right.
I'll
Okay.
start a timer.
Ready?
Hold on, wait, hold on. Do you want like top to bottom or just what happened at the end?
Give me just the spark notes.
That's up to you.
of
Your
this
time
season.
starts now.
Okay, so long story short, America is who we thought they were, and they fucked up the voting. Yeah, you may not like the Ace and Shelley. Yeah, you may not like Clark and Taylor, but at least they had a genuine connection, and it was actually fucking with each other. Instead, you kept Huda. You kept Huda. Huda is a girl who is toxic to no end. And at the final round, they were in the final four, and in the last dinner that they had, they were just decided to be friends, which was predictable. Chris was putting up with her shit for the entirety of his time there, and he finally had enough, and he said, yeah, pick a side. And she picked a side, said we should just be friends. And should I spoil it? Yeah.
Yes.
Amaya and Brian. Yeah, Amaya and Brian won the whole thing. Good for them. I think they actually had a good connection, and they you know what I'm saying, they should rock after the show. But long story short, America fucked up because they was in their feelings because they don't like people telling them how it is. Or Ace's side, and then on Clark and Taylor's side, they didn't
Time.
like that. Damn.
Okay. So shout out to Amaya and Taylor.
Yeah.
Brian.
Amaya and Brian. So what do they win?
100 racks.
To split.
Which, I got a problem with that too. If we keep it at a bean. Yeah, they introduce you to somebody who's like nice and shit, but it's like the amount of money that show generates, and the amount of I mean, if you look at the villa, it's in Fiji. Like they got bread to spend, and you only give the winners $100,000. I don't like it.
The UK only gives him 50.
That's what I'm saying. You got to split it because if you
It's
don't split
insane.
it, you know what I was really hoping for, Mac? I was
Taxes.
hoping that Huda and Chris won it, and then
And Chris took it.
Chris took it and said, "Nah, I'm straight." Oh, that would have made the entire show. Oh,
No one in the history of Love Island of all the countries has ever not split it. Like no one's ever taken it.
Yeah, and so I'm hoping we have a villain like that just to shake it up.
So what's the premise of the show? You just get audience vote? They decide who to
So
keep
it
around?
depends. There's certain weeks there's audience votes like for your favorite and whatnot, and then other weeks the Islanders that are that are not vulnerable to be dumped, they'll pick.
Yeah.
There's 3 there'll be like 3 standing at the fire pit, and then the remaining people have to stand behind the people they want to save. So it goes back and forth each week. But the final 4 was a total of America's votes.
I kind of agree that $100,000 for 2 people, after taxes, you're probably looking at what, $30,000 a person.
What's the tax? Because you get taxed in the place you made it, so they would get taxed in Fiji, right?
Or would they?
I would
All right,
assume
so let's just say 40. Let's say $40,000 a person. You go home with. You can't even buy a house.
I mean, they'll be fine coming out. Like, they'll get brand deals and stuff like that.
I think,
doing all the press.
Yeah, that's what I think Netflix is like. But you get all this exposure. I hate that shit. Like, bro, that show is popular. Like,
and what's the premise? How did the couples get together? Were they together before they went to the island,
Nah,
or they got together on the island?
Nah. So what happens is like, so you have a group of single men, group of single women. You bring them into this paradise villa, no phones, no electronics, nothing, and it's like a alternate universe where time just like an hour in there is like a week because there's nothing to do but talk to each other, right?
Mm-hmm.
So you build these connections, genuine, not drama, yada yada. They bring in what they call bombshells, so they bring in new single boys, new single girls, and like you explore those connections. Then they break them up, and then they break the boys and the girls up, and they do Casa Amor, what they call Casa Amor, where it's like a whole new batch of single of the opposite come in, and you test the connections you've already made. Really cool premise for trash TV. If you're not into trash TV, you ain't gonna like it. If you are, I feel like it's like the top of the tops. It's the cream of the crop. My only gripe is the 100,000 thing, and this is the other thing. Tell me if you're with me on this, Mac. I think they need to start. One, they need to have movie night back. Movie night was
100%.
Oh my god, movie night was amazing. The other thing is the challenges they're not even challenges anymore.
It's absurd.
It's just how freaky can you get? You know, how G-rated freaky can you get? And it's like the challenge they should bring back where like it means something to us. Like, okay, you get an incentive, or there's some kind of like somebody's vulnerable if you don't. So it's actually people participate in a way that's interesting. Because now it's just like, can you get freaky in a cowboy suit? Can you get freaky in a school suit?
Yeah.
Can you get freaky in it's whack.
It's literally disgusting the things they do.
Yeah, and then
it's absurd.
I would absolutely not participate in this. They do shit like, can you take food and transfer it into buckets, but like you have to like, I don't know, you have to put it in somebody else's
transfer
mouth.
down the line of people into each other's
mouths.
I'm
out. I'll be like, nah, dog,
it's disgusting.
It's disgusting. It's gross. It gets weird. It gets very weird. It's very weird.
Yeah. But you will be dumber after watching it.
1,000%. Yeah.
Like in a fun way.
1,000%. Yeah. It's like one of the.
But
go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say, I'm not on Huda's side, like for. Like I don't agree with her. But no. You have to. What Chris did was bizarre. Like he clearly did not like her, and that he wanted to seem like the good guy, so he put it on her. Like, okay, now I want you to break up with me.
So my
like
homegirl
he hates her. He hated her.
Yeah. Okay. So my homegirl said this to me, and I think what happens, and this is my take on it. I think what happens in these is we forget because to us it's 4 or 5 weeks in the middle, but to them it just happened like last week, right? So I look at it like, okay, Chris had been. Correct me if I'm wrong, because I don't want to misinterpret your premise. Do you think that Chris in the beginning was like very patient, very kind, trying to see her side, always calm, while she was always like kind of like low-key crashing out on him?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. If we agree on that, then what I think happened is he was trying, and then like there's a straw that broke the camel back where he was like, well, like fuck it, like this is ridiculous, like the pillow fight. For instance, right?
Yeah, that was.
Where he hit her in the nose, and he's just like, bro, get the fuck, like what? There is no pleasing this woman. So I think he was just like, at that point, they in the Final Four, and they have to, like, you got to be in a couple, right? So he's just like, it is what it is, and so he's like, I could see where you come from. It was like he didn't take the initiative, but like, why should it be on him when he has been constantly trying? He's like, yo, what you want to do? That's how I looked at it. I looked at it like, yo, like, what do you want to do, though? Because like you bullshitting, I've been trying. What do you want to do? And she's like, well, we should be friends. He's like, all right, then. That's what I thought. And then this to me validates that. And I'll let you get your piece off. What validated that was even after they said they're going to be friends, she looks at him and said, are you going to carry me across? And he's like,
No.
I'm not gonna care. What? But that to me validates the whole mindset of the entire thing. Is like, even after we brought, you still want this man to go above and beyond. And that's to me like manipulative behavior. And so I understand where he was just like, yo, you choose, bro, because I'm tired of trying. I'm tired.
Yeah, no, you said it very like that's exactly what happened. But it just like he clearly did not like her, so he could have ended it earlier. But I understand him like trying at least to make an effort. It was just like weird behavior from both of them at a certain point because I was just like, you clearly hate each other. Like, just end this.
Yeah, but see, I think she actually likes him. I think that's just how she plays. She did that shit with Jeremiah.
100%. She's crazy.
Yeah, I think she's just a manipulative human being. Where it's like I've dealt with that in my past, where people will, like, they'll how they feed off of like emotional manipulation. So they'll cause drama in a relationship just to get a reaction out of you, and then that's what draws them in. They like that shit. I think that's what it looks like from my perspective. And then Chris finally got tired of that shit. Was like, nah, dog. That's how I looked at it. And for those of you who have no idea what we're talking about, it sounds like we talking an entirely different language. But
no, literally.
No, and you're still under a minute, which is good.
It draws you in, dog. So like my whole family it's the one thing, like, because we're all over the country, right? My family's all over the country. So like we'll settle on something to watch and we'll all watch it together. And so we kind of like bond over like this kind of stuff. And it's trash TV. It's like escapism, right? It's just like it's like a movie or a TV show or something like that. And it's fun to bond over something like throughout the entire family. It's fun.
I mean, it was one of those shows that I thought about getting into just on the finale.
You get FOMO. Like, I thought this year I wasn't going to watch it because it's every day. It's 5 days a week. And one of the days, or it's 7 days a week, 6 days a week, but one of the days is like an after show.
Yep.
So 5 episodes a week, basically.
Yeah, I never watched the after show, though.
It's just so much that I was like, I'm not going to do it this year. And the second, like, everybody's posting about it, I'm like, now I feel left out, so I have to watch it.
Once you hear
it's like it draws you in, and they're all so insane.
Yeah.
And you have this parasocial relationship with these people. And what's crazy is it's happening in real time. Like most reality shows film, get edited, and these are getting edited obviously, but it's like filmed months prior. This is like insane. Like they didn't know about like the drama, like they didn't know about like, or not the drama, but what was going on in the world.
Yeah,
Iran.
That's the thing.
Like Iran bombings.
Yeah, they take
Justin Bieber's new album.
Yes, like it's
they take it away from their family, all social media. So it's just that. That's why, like, when people like, I understand it to the highest degree, because when you're in that little villa and you have no connection to the outside world, that is your world. So like when somebody leaves, it's like, oh, you've been here for 2 weeks straight. Like, I missed you. Like, and they start crying over the like kind of like benign shit, but it's their world. I understand the emotional, toll that can take on somebody. It's like a psychological experience almost.
Yeah. What were you saying?
The Stanford prison
experiment.
Yes,
it's literally that.
Yeah, it is though. But it's fun. It's fun trash TV escapism if you're into it. That is my one trash TV show. I do watch that. It is what it is. It is good. It's fun, man. It's good to bond over.
But they should have paid him more.
I do agree with this. Yes.
Yeah, I think they probably will in the future. I'd hope so.
But I think also at this point the mass appeal is so crazy that they
don't really need to.
Yeah.
And
they can pay them $1 million, and it's still like, well, then I got to split it 500.
Like people from last season are still doing commercials.
Yeah.
Like this year.
Yeah.
So they're fine. Like they'll make enough money.
Have the couple stayed together?
There, yeah, three couples from last year. Yeah,
3 couples. Are
Odell Beckham's brother.
Yeah.
And the 3 finalists are all together still.
Yep. This year, I'm not so sure that's gonna happen. Like,
no, it's no.
I think Amaya and Brian probably got a shot.
I hope they do.
Nobody else is gonna stay. Like,
no.
Nick and Olandria are gonna be friends as soon as they touch down.
Immediately, they're so bizarre together. I don't like it.
But what's gonna be interesting is the reunion.
They do, but yes.
Because what's his name?
And Andy Cohen's hosting it.
Pepe is gonna run into what's her name again?
Hannah.
And that's gonna be weird.
The other blonde white girl.
Yeah, that's gonna be weird as shit. I can't wait. I will watch the reunion, dog. It's about to be lit. And Jeremiah back on the couch with
Ooh, with Huda?
Yeah, that's
Scary.
gonna be weird, dog.
Who hosts this?
Well, last year it was Ariana Madix, who's
The host.
the host of the show. She was on Vanderpump Rules. She had the whole, like,
Remember Scandival?
her boyfriend of 10 years cheated on her with her best friend.
Remember this? Like 2.5 years
Mm-hmm.
ago?
So she became
Her.
popular, yes. And they made her the host last year. She's the host this year. She did the reunion last year, but it was very like, she doesn't like drag things out of people because she's a nice person. But so this year it's going to be her and Andy Cohen, who's the Bravo guy. And he'll get the questions out of them. So,
And he has no like personal relationship with these people. Like,
no,
Ariana
she does.
is,
Yeah, that's a good point.
I have another question for you guys. What does Azalea Banks do besides just get shit stirred up online?
She's a rapper.
But is that her full-time job now? Is just like
Is just having the most insane Twitter of all
being
time.
involved in controversies and
I think she's just like an A1 hater. Like just hates people to their core.
Yeah.
But then also, I think sometimes people say like the opposite of love isn't hate, it's indifference.
Yeah.
She hates hard, but then she also loves hard. Like she will be like, I didn't expect to like that white lady from so-and-so so much. She's actually okay. And then we'll hype up those deserving of her, in opinion, love. No, but Azalea Banks was a big is, I guess, subjective, but she was a rapper, singer that was kind of bigger, let's call it a decade ago.
Mm-hmm.
She has a couple songs like 212 that you probably have heard before. And yeah, now I think she still does shows and stuff. I don't think she's like a gajillionaire at this moment in time, maybe, but she's just like an A1 hater on Twitter.
She's just one of them people that, crack the easy code to crack, which is you cause controversy and opportunities come.
Mm-hmm. I was in the 212.
You be controversial. And that just means like being a contrarian. I haven't heard of, you remember 6ix9ine?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Is he still doing that shit?
I thought he was in jail.
He got out.
That's a good call though. She feels like the female version of Tekashi.
You're just constantly trolling, constantly causing shit.
Mm-hmm.
Just doing the opposite of what everybody think you should be doing, and you'll get opportunities. And then you'll get a fan base from that.
Yeah, the only time I ever hear about Azalea Banks is when something weird is going on the internet. And she said something like wildly out of pocket.
She's good at saying out of pocket things.
Yeah.
About like anything.
Hasn't she been like kicked out of countries for being too much online?
I don't know enough about her, honestly.
I feel like there's some countries that are just like you're too much. We can't deal with that.
But then like 212 is such a banger.
Yeah.
I have never heard it. I'm sure maybe I haven't passed it, but I've never
It's a really good
never had anybody like, yo, thought I knew
Azalea
Banks song. Yeah, and
Mm-hmm.
hasn't been the case in my
experience.
Oh, speaking of which, for those fans looking to some new music, I know y'all said Justin Bieber just dropped, but in my world, the Clips just came out with an album, which is Pusha T and Malice. For those that don't know, Clips brought many classics, one of which is like the staple of high school desk beats. It is the Mona Lisa of that. It is the Sistine Chapel of that. The grinding, boom, 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 boom. Anywho, that's the Clips. Malice went on a good hiatus. He went and found God. He was a preacher. Whoopty whoop. Came back. New album with Pusha T. Clips is back, and it is a beautiful album. Like if you like rap, if you like great production, if you like substance, it is in the running for album of the year, hip hop wise, in my opinion. It is a gorgeous album. Beautiful.
All right, I'm gonna look into it.
Yeah, it's for the OGs, it's for the unks. It's not for the new kids, but there's some new kids that fuck with it. But like it gives you that old feel. Every track is better. There's one that's kind of whack, but other than that, you can let that shit play. It's a gorgeous album.
All right, I'll look into it. I will actually listen to that. I've been listening to the new MGK Machine Gun Kelly song. I think it's gonna be a good album too.
Is that the one where he's dancing and shit?
No, that's the other new one.
Oh, I like that one. I'm gonna check. I'm gonna check it out. If he making that kind of music, I'm gonna fuck with him. I like that song.
It's produced by Travis Barker and some other people, but so far the two songs that they've released, first two singles, pretty good.
I'm gonna fuck with it.
Full album's coming out in
I'm gonna
August.
tap in.
Shout out MGK. Come on, Macrodosing.
I'll be down.
All right, we will see you guys.
Before we go, last thing.
Yep.
Before we go, I need 5 more push-ups. Make sure you lock out for me, Big T.
There should be a rule where it has to be at least 10 at a time.
Nope, no rule, dog. You push up what I say, push up.
He's gonna call you for like one or two.
Oh yeah.
2, 3, 4, 5. They're good looking push-ups.
I like that. I like that for me and him. You know, hot boy summer. Beautiful. Thank you, Big T, for overseeing that, and thank you, Eric, for following suit.
90 left.
And just know, don't duck my calls. When I call you, it's not just. You know, I'm good for a random. What's up with you, dog?
You do check in
what I mean?
from time to time.
So just because I call you doesn't mean I want him, dog.
What happens? Okay, hypothetically, because I will be practicing golf. I'll be at the range. I'm going to be on the course a little bit. I'm going to be traveling. What's the protocol? Like, I miss a call from you.
You got to call back as soon as you see it. And you got it's an honor system. Hey, you're a man. You made a bet. It don't matter where we at. You saw me. I was in the middle of the video, and so I missed my man's call. As soon as I called him back, he missed my call, and as soon as he called back, I'm in the middle. But we got to tailgate around some strangers. I got to knock out 10. It's just it's man. You gave me your word as a man. Knock it out wherever we at.
Okay. All right.
How long are you planning on maybe saving the last 10 for like a long time? And like how long ideally does this last?
I don't do much planning in life, Big T. I just do.
That's true.
I just do.
That's a good point.
So
yeah, I don't want this
ideally,
to go on
I like the phantom hovering of fuck. I still owe this dude push-ups. Like I still owe my man's 45. I still owe my man's 45. And every time he calls, sometimes he calls like, what's up with you, bro? Just chopping it up. And in the back of my mind, I'm like, what? How much you want, though?
Dude, think about this. Hey, take your headphones off. Just cover your ears. Dude, you save like the last 20. And then, like, if the Commanders are in the playoffs, it's like fourth quarter, they're driving down 3, and he's got to stop and do push-ups. The looming threat of that all season, you have to save.
Yeah, I'm going to save some. Yeah, you're right. I am.
Okay, come back.
I'm going to save some.
Yeah, come back.
Yeah, come back.
There should be a time limit on this.
Nope. You got to set those parameters before the bet.
All right, 20 years. Within the next 20 years.
Bet was insane.
That's fair.
Any good pitchers pitching?
Fair.
All right. Cool. Well, I will see you on Thursday, and we'll be back. Hopefully, get Brace on here. Talk us through all the updates. All right. Love you guys.